What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Merry Christmas. We back. I told you I'll come back. You know, I'm just chilling out. I told you I was going to come back. I'll come back like 2-3. Hop back like 3-2. Ugh. Here, we need to do some. We need some music. Let's do the roll call. One time for the West Coast. The world is mine. Don't mess with. Let's get it. Hold on. I feel like I gotta lope to this. Hold on. I feel like I gotta lope. I gotta rep Cali to this shit. Hold on. West Side. Bow down. Shout out to Alabama in this piece. For the G's, we want the keys. Everybody freeze on your knees, but naked please. Before any of you guppies get hort around my part, fool, and bow down. Shout out to Australia. Berlin. Throw up that dub. Strong as a Coca-Cola. Oh, this that Cali shit. Y'all know. Shout out to Funky Town. Throw your dubs up. Throw your dubs up. Johnny Taylor, throw your dubs. Bow down. He said, Ego, your content is dope. Appreciate y'all. Merry Christmas. Well, it's that Chuck. Oh my God. Dub C came off on this. Well, it's that Chuck wearing. Oh, hold on. I thought that was the part. Hold on. Well, it's that Chuck wearing still. Well, it's that Chuck wearing, still sporting a beanie. The shadiest nigga in the clique. Who wanna see me as I slide my lokes on, let my khakis hang. West side, coulda gang, BB bang. Run away, or get your punk ass slayed by this H, double O to the D to the SDA. Oh my gosh. Fuck her up before he buck her up. They was coming off on this. We taking it way back. Shout out to Inglewood. Hercules. Well, it's the Chuck wearing, still sporting a beanie. The shadiest nigga in the clique. Who wanna see me as I slug my lopes on, let my khakis. West side, coulda gang, coulda bang. Oh my gosh. Oh, you ain't fucking with the Warriors? Cold blooded. They both Cali teams. I like both of them actually. Hold on, we need to. What's a new beat? We got to put a new beat. We just warming the mic up. Thank you guys. Shout out to Alabama, Hercules, California, Inglewood. Dubs up. Well, it's that Chuck wearing, still sporting a beanie. The shadiest nigga in the. I need a new beat. I just watched this Kodak Black song. That shit was funny. It was like something in Miami or something. Christmas in Miami. He's like, I got mommy in Miami. I don't even know. But, you know, this new music crazy. Here, I'll put on a new beat for y'all. Hey. We about to get into it, man, you know. Do what we do. New media shit, you heard? Hey. They want to be just like us. Phoenix AZ in the building one time. They want to be like new media. And I'm a trip like Expedia. You. Let's get it, man. Hey. Pull up on the round, young God. Hey. Let's get it. I'm feeling good, man. Ladonis was popping. What's up with everybody? Let's put the soundtrack on. Let's get it. Pull up on a demon on God. The real is back. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, man. What Pusha T? What Pusha T y'all want? We just trying to warm up the mic a little bit. I pull up on a demon on God. I go where the fans want me. Whatever fights y'all want me to cover, I try to get there. To this day. To this day. Yeah. To this day, Anthony Joshua, you gotta do something, baby. And shout out to Queens, New York. He said, I fuck with that West Coast shit. New Media One. You already know. Shout out to James. You heard from the West to the East Coast. We like Beetlejuice, the ghost with the most. And I am your host. Let's get it. Nah, I didn't do 3 live streams today. Let's get it, man. Oh, man. We about to start 2019 right. We feeling kind of brocky. Comeback kid like Rocky. AB, I seen him training on Christmas, or at least he posted a video on Christmas. That's good to see. Him and Pacquiao, that should be a good fight. You know, it's good to see Pacquiao a little bit more animated in the build-up. He's like more talkative. You know, normally he's just laughing and shit. It's good to see Pacquiao. I kind of called that too. I said, wouldn't it be funny if Pacquiao started trash talking? And this is before he even went over to Al Heyman. I said, what if Pacquiao came back as like switched up his role? And he kind of did come back. He was trash talking Broner. That's why I bucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. And if you want to be down with Adrian Broner, then fuck you too. If you want to be down with about billions, and fuck you too. If you want to be down with AB, fuck you too. I'm going to show you how we ride on our that enemy. We will show you how we ride on the people who. You are not Little Kim, you are Fat Kim. Junior Mafia, we will cut your young ass up and leave you in that pieces. We'll leave you in pieces. That's how Pacquiao would do it. Junior Mafia, cut your young ass up and leave you in that pieces. We will leave you in that pieces. You are not Little Kim, you are Fat Kim. I'm like, oh shit, Pacquiao going hard. Pac Shakur, this shit dope. Cut your young ass up, leave you in pieces. We will leave you in Jesus pieces, Reese's pieces. I will put you in all of the pieces, you know, like 2-piece luggage. I will split you. Split your wig. I'm not playing. Hey, Pacquiao be hard if he. That's why I fucked your bitch. You stupid. You fat motherfucker. Me and Preddy, we will ride on everybody. What if Pac was Pac? Oh my god, that shit would be dope. I said Death Row East, believe in it. Mob Deep, don't one of you guys have that sickle cell, or you know, you fuck with me, you might have that seizure or heart attack. If he said have a seizure or heart attack, turn you to an artifact bar. Oh my god, let me stop. I just got these bars. Hold on. Rest in peace to Prodigy. But, you know, that's a part of history in the diss. But I fuck with Mobb Deep, too. Oh, hell no. Leave my G Kodo alone. What you talking about, Kodo? Nobody talked about his third person talking ass. Miguel Cotto need sleep. If Miguel Cotto wants sleep, he gets sleep if he's sleepy. That's how Miguel Cotto, Puss in Boots. That's what he sound like. Girls be liking that. Oh, I like him. He kind of quiet. He got that raspy and shit. Like, I fight Pacquiao in the New York Yankee Stadium if it was my choice. Be careful. Like, motherfucker, what you whispering? What, Kodo? What you say, Kodo? That's some dude requested it before you did it. Oh, that's why. See, y'all be trying to set me up. Yeah, all you motherfuckers. All right. And Blue Magic is like Pepsi. It's a name brand. I can't the Black Channel. That's how they be coming to my channel hella mad under 18 accounts, writing paragraphs on my shooters. Oh my gosh. Why my shooters be doing them like that? Like, I feel bad, man. I see where they're coming from. I see why they mad. That's why I fucked your bitch. I was sipping Hennessy and riding on my enemies, and I will alleviate no more pain. I came to bring the pain hardcore from the brain. West Coast side. hey, Daz, stop playing with the piano, nigga, and just drop that shit like this here. I met you to my homie, now you act like you don't know me. So disappointed, cause baby, that shit was so phony. Hey, hold on, we gotta do the Pacquiao remix. Hold on. I know you can. Daz on the beat. Hey, Daz, stop fucking around with the piano. You just dropped that shit for a Pacquiao. Hold on. This is. We will talk about these scandalous hoes. I know you can. I know. Yeah, we could talk about scandalous hoes. Daz on the beat. Hey, Daz, nigga, stop fucking around with the piano and just drop that shit like this year. I meant to do my homie. Hold on. Oh, I gotta catch the beat. This beat is a little bit slower too. Man, I hate when they be doing that. He's so scandalous. He's so Rest in peace to Nate Dogg. I know you can. Hey, Daz on the beat. Hey, Daz, nigga, stop fucking around the piano. Just drop that shit like this year. This shit was so smooth. I met you doing my homie, now you act like you don't know me. So disappointed, cause baby, this shit was so phony. Let's get it. Alright, we warmed up. She's so scandalous. These bitches. I was watching the Million Men March, and I see the same bitch in the Homeboy Warren G video that was in the Homeboy Dre, his video, his music video. Let me stop. Shout out to Nate Dogg, man. You know, rest in peace. Pacquiao, mom for the put that spell on me, fucking around with her son like that. These are just jokes. I'm just trying to get my Netflix special. Can I live? Can I live? Should I get Dazn? DC at Discovery Zone. Listen, I never tell y'all what to do with your money. It's your money. If it's in your heart, do it. If you like it, pursue it. You know, I don't tell y'all how to spend your money. I give you my opinion. If I'm saying I'm buying something or cancel it, that's me. Y'all do what y'all do. I don't have to hate on nobody. Now let's talk about Dazn. I pull up on a demon on God. Listen, Dazn, we need a big fight from Dazn. Once again, it's on. You know, and I'm just questioning some things, man. I really am, because AJ and Eddie Hearns, they're trying their hardest to pin the tail on the donkey and make that donkey Deontay Wilder. See, I see all these stupid names y'all be Deontay Wilder. These motherfuckers be trying so hard to, like, Charlo's sisters and Deontay Wilder. You know, they be saying some stupid shit. Like, what grade are you in? Deontay Wilder, like, and they be really thinking that shit's cute and funny, like, whatever. I just know me, I'm a grown ass man. I can't be playing these little games and shit. Oh, Deontay Wilder, you know, all that. That's just weird to me. 4 hours, I ain't got that kind of time, ego. What does 4 hours mean? What are you talking about? Johnny Taylor. Y'all got real life Tourette's. I never ordered a meatball sub. Like, what are you talking about? 4 hours, I ain't got that much time. I don't even know what that means. I feel Dazn will eventually put together some good fights. Where they at, though? They had a 4-hour Dazn card? Oh, I don't know about all that. 4 hours? Shit. That's a part-time job. That's a job at Blockbuster Video when they was open. Fuck that. See, these new kids will never even know about Blockbuster Video. That shit used to go hard. You be up in there. You could think of like 1,000 movies you want to see until you get to Blockbuster Video. Yeah, what? You know, it'd be like Halloween and you trying to have like a horror movie fest and shit. Man, what do I want to see? You just be in the Blockbuster chilling. Then you finally think of a movie and there's no box behind it and shit. Oh shit, I got checked out. Guess I gotta start from the beginning. Now it's just Netflix. But anyway, I don't know you lost your 4-hour card. Listen. The Canelo, he said Canelo Rocky shit was damn near 4 hours and the card was horrible. That's what I'm saying. And it was supposed to have 2 other fights, Virgil Ortiz or Virgil from WWE, Ted DiBiase, somebody, you know what I'm saying? And it was supposed to have David Lemieux. So it was that long. That long without 2 of the main fights that was supposed to be on it. Damn, Dazn. Damn, y'all got to put something together, man. 4 hours, I could watch The Roots. You know, I could watch Any Given Sunday. Any Given Sunday, gunplays optional. Shut your bubble, I got A-Rod numbers. All you mother skunks get buried in the trunk. I could watch Any Given Sunday and Roots. That's long. You know, you got to come up with that fire if it's going to be that long. You know, they got to do something. And so far, I keep telling y'all, study why I would be mad. Study the signs. Y'all don't listen until it's too late. Dazn is paying money for everything they do. Everything they do. Look, this is your boy's last live stream. Look, you see that? Boxingego, my last live stream. Bow, what's underneath it? Dazn, get the app. That, my friends, is an ad. That's an ad. So they keep paying. They pay. Shit. They helping Boxingego, you know, by putting their ads on my video. You know, they know who the hottest is in the game. You know, it's okay. So they're paying for ad space for related channels or whatever. So, you know, people are like, oh yeah, you hate this. I love them because they're giving me money right now. And that's no affiliate link. That's just they're paying money. So yeah, okay. So, you know, people can say whatever they want about me, you know. As long as that check right. As long as that check right. You know what I'm saying? As long as that check right. But the thing is, Dazn, it's all an expenditure. It's like, here, Canelo, giving him hella money, paying for ads on mine and probably other big YouTube boxing channels, right? Paying for commercials, making posters, making the journey to Canelo fielding that half of you motherfuckers probably didn't watch from start to finish. That costs money. Like, that's you do a 2-part series and it was shot dope, so you probably got the red camera or something, a real nice camera, and then not that many people even watched it from what it looks like based on the views on YouTube. And then if they get Golovkin, then they're gonna be paying him whatever. He just got 24 million plus fighting Canelo. He said, I pay for DAZN and I'm getting bamboozled. I don't know why. I'm not trying to laugh at you, but the way you worded that was kind of funny. They just got to put on big... Listen, it's no mystery. You're selling your core audience, because America's bigger than Canada. The core audience you're trying to capture and land in, I'm not, no disrespect to Canada or some of the other markets, but your target audience you're trying to really impress is America, but you don't have, you're putting on domestic level fights. I don't understand that game plan. I'm not saying you can have no fights from otherwhere, but if you really want Americans to buy in, you have to have something that resonates with Americans. Even if they're foreign fighters who are transplants from other areas, that's cool, but at least have them have established a name and a brand in America. Like Canelo. But the thing is, it's not, you didn't put Canelo and Jacobs. That's a fight that the fans could get behind. I have no problem with that fight. Danny Jacobs just became a champion. I have no problem with Canelo. It's a good fight. Middleweight, that's not a... See, and I'm trying to tell y'all, boxing is not as complex as you think. The bigger the threat, the better the fight does commercially. It's that simple. More often than not, the bigger the threat, Like if you put Ryan Garcia in there with that Colin Kaepernick looking dude, it's going to have a certain audience retention and viewership. If you put him in there with Gervonta Tank Davis, it's going to do better, And I'm not saying that's what the move should be. Shout out to my dude Ryan Garcia and Tank. I'm not saying that's what they should do with his career right now, but I'm just telling you, the bigger the perception of the threat, the better the fight does. That's why a lot of y'all writing off the Charlos because they had difficult fights, and you sound idiotic. They don't go anywhere. So the Charlos, they just supposed to fall off the board because they had a tough fight. Like Jamal had a tough fight and retained his undefeated record and title. So he just drops off, and now he can't fight nobody big named Canelo or Triple G. But yet y'all want to see Jacobs get a shot, or Jacobs give Charlo a shot, even though the rankings, I don't even know where Charlo's even ranked within the IBF. Too early ego. Yeah, I'm not saying that should be Ryan Garcia's next move. I'm just making the simple point that the bigger the threat, the bigger the curiosity level fans will have. Canelo is a big star, but boxing is really to the point. There's different ways to watch boxing. There's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to shoot a gat. And at the end of the day, most of these fighters they really need a dance partner to do great numbers. Gone are the days where you could just put whatever fight at, like Pacquiao fought Bradley, and that did 900,000. Did almost 1 million. Nowadays, I don't think that fight would have done that great, because it was, it wasn't the fight that, it just wasn't the Bradley, he conquered 140, but he had he only had one fight at 47, then moved back down to 40, stuff like that. Once again, the bigger the threat, or the perceived threat, the better the event. It's that simple. AJ versus Dillian White, you know, maybe the UK likes it. I don't know. Sound like they were booing. But if you put Joshua in there with Wilder or Fury, there's no way you could tell me that Joshua versus Wilder or Fury does less than a rematch where AJ already knocked out, before he was even champion, he knocked out Dillian White. Which is why I say Rematch Room made a grave mistake, because they're so used to doing their own thing and having their way and doing it their way that they're not understanding. It's like you kind of have to evolve. Like what you did with Kell Brook. You know, AJ's being treated just like Kell Brook. See, I'm surprised that not that many people have brought this up. This is exactly Kell Brook's career. This is the same type. What's happening with AJ, you know, and I'm just the one that's bold enough to tell you straight out. What Rematch Room is doing with AJ is the same thing they treated Kell Brook. Good fighter. He started fighting, you know, Carson Jones. Then he had a rematch because the first one was tough. Then he knocks out Carson Jones. You know, he started fighting like Svanchenko. I think he even got hurt in that fight, to be honest. And then he ended up stopping Svanchenko. You know, still not a world-renowned fight. But his pinnacle was beating Sean Porter in America. And people thought, wow, you know, I picked Kell Brook. See, y'all don't remember this. I got the video. I can pull it up right now. I picked Kell Brook to beat Sean Porter. I did a video and everything before the fight, right? At that time, not many people in America really knew who Kell Brook was or had seen him. But I had. And I've been watching and studying the game like I always do. I picked Kell Brook to win. They say, oh, you're crazy. Sean Porter's going to run through him. At the time, Sean Porter smashed Paulie Malignaggi and Devin Alexander and stuff like that. So they thought it was going to be easy work for Sean Porter, but it wasn't. And then, you know, that was like the pinnacle. Wow, Kell Brook showed you he could really box, and he's strong, had a good jab. He looked the part. He's in shape, you know, muscular and all this shit. And everyone thought it would be like, you know, now we get to see Kell Brook and Floyd or Pacquiao and Keith Thurman's. You know, these are the fights people wanted at the time. Tim Bradley and Kell Brook. But, oh, the contrary, because Kell Brook was getting stabbed in the leg for some reason. Amir Khan says it was a man. He was coming on to a man. I don't know about all that. But all I know is he got stabbed. You know, doctors said he might not be able to walk. He took some time to recover from that. And he took a mandatory light touch fight that nobody wanted. And he fought Jojo Dan, right? And I said, okay, I let that, you know, I'm realistic. So I excused that. I'm like, okay, he just got stabbed. You know, he got to make sure his shit's working. His leg don't lock up on him or some shit, right? So I'm like, cool. Takes that. And I'm like, surely he's going to try to go after Keith Thurman to nail that Amir Khan fight. You know, Mayweather, Pacquiao, you know, any of the big people at the time. You know, maybe a Sean Porter rematch if the fans want it. Nope. He fights Frankie Gavin. Come on, bro. He lost to Leonard Bundu. Why is Kell Brook in there? Like, okay, his leg looked good. He stopped Jojo Dan. He made it look easy. Why is he in there with Frankie Gavin? Rematch room, you know? Putting together like recycled type fights, and you know, why is he fighting Frankie Gavin? Please let me know that. That wasn't as mandatory either. Now, I know boxing and I've been covering it for a while. Kell Brook was in negotiations at the time to fight Brandon Rios, Devin Alexander. This is different. This is in the space of that. So, you know, it's not like all at once. So Brandon Rios, Devin Alexander, Diego Chavez, and I know there's another person. Brandon Rios. Oh, Jesse Vargas. Those were, so listen to me, people. This is all fact. So after beating Sean Porter, you know, around that time, over the next couple of years, Kell Brook was supposed to, he either had signed fights or deep negotiations with Brandon Rios, Jesse Vargas, Diego Chavez, and who I know I just said the other one. Rios, Jesse Vargas, Diego Chavez, and I know there's someone else. I think I just said it, though. Oh, Devin Alexander. That's 4 different people. All of them fell out. Either injury or they couldn't agree to terms. Or, you know, for Jesse Vargas, he, for whatever reason, decided to fight Chris Eubank Jr.'s potential opponent, Triple G, and move up in weight. You know, all this horrible shit, you know. And then he fought Kevin Bezier. Kevin Bezier lost to JoJo Dan twice, if I'm not mistaken, right? Kell Brook already, as champion, holds a win over all of these guys. He already holds a win over JoJo Dan, who beat this guy twice. It's not just about triangle theories. It's just like, damn, Kell, like, when is he going to fight somebody, you know, more stature? And, he was supposed to fight Diego Chavez, but then he got injured again, and he pulled out of the fight, just like he did later with Brandon Cook. You know, he pulled out a couple of times. These fighters, some of them don't even need to wear condoms because all they do is pull out. Bars. I said they don't need to wear condoms because all they do is pull out. Kubrat Pulev, pull out. You know, Kell Brook done pulled out of a few fights. Devin Alexander, Diego Chavez pulled out of the Jesse Vargas negotiations. No need to even wear a condom. Just pull out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. That's what I be doing. Fuck it. Raw dog, get your arm gnawed off. Beat you with a piece that was sawed off. Like, raw dog. Fuck it. You know, we just pull out gang. Pull out gang. Oh, shit. And you just pull out like that. You just hop back like Floyd. Oh, shit. And you just pull. That's how you have to do it. So, anyway, he pulled out a bunch of fights. Rematch room. He was supposed to fight Diego Chavez, which would have been a good fight at that time. Got injured again. And then by the time he was fixed or whatever, good, then all of a sudden they said his mandatory was Kevin Bezier. Like, stop, man. So basically, my mandatories and I'm at my weight and my mandatory. So the Diego Chavez never got his opportunity. And Diego Chavez at the time was really beating Brandon Rios, but he got disqualified. That was some bullshit because they were both fouling and doing dirty shit. You know, he fought to a draw, I think, with Tim Bradley. He was giving Keith Thurman some work, you know, and he hurt Keith Thurman before Thurman went on to stop him. So Diego Chavez was a beast at the time. He was looking good. So that would have been better, basically a better fight. Anyway, to tie this all up into you, rematch room. Kell Brook he didn't fight no one after Sean Porter. It was a bunch of failed negotiation. The best fights that he was linked to between Sean Porter and Triple G were all failed pullout fights. And then the people he actually fought in between that time, Casey and JoJo Dan. Hooray! My mama. All my life, I pray for someone like you. Hooray! He fighting Jodeci and shit. Forever, my lady, and it means so much to me. Like, I can't. Why you fighting Casey and JoJo, man? Like, come on, bro. Without you, you know, I feel worthless. It's been a while since you went home, and that's too long to come back home. I can't live without you, so I cry for you. Without you, baby, I feel worthless. It's been an hour since you've been home, and that's too long to come back home. I can't live without you. Oh. Why do you fucking? Oh my! Oh, I cry. Hold on. We gotta find it. They better not have the instrumental. This motherfucker was fighting Jodeci, Devontae, Dalvin, Swang, all them motherfuckers. Casey, stop it. I know my boxing. I don't care what y'all talk about. Yeah, I can't live without. Oh, they got it. Without you, baby, I feel so worthless. KC, talk to him. It's been an hour and you at home, and that's long. Come back home. I can't live without you. Remember? And that's long. Come back home. Kilbrook, wait. Oh, this beat. It's been an hour. Yeah. So anyway, that was Kilbrook. I can't live without you. This motherfucker was fighting JoJo Dad. Like, who asked for this? Like, real shit. Who asked for this fight? Like, man, real talk. Pacquiao, Amir Khan, Floyd Mayweather, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter rematch. All them motherfuckers could wait. I want to see Kilbrook and JoJo. I don't want to see no guy named JoJo fight. I'm not trying to see it. If you got two first names, I don't want to see it. JoJo. I'd rather see him fight G.I. Joe, Joe Jonas, one of them motherfuckers. Joe the singer. You know what I'm saying? What good? Yeah, he could. I'd rather see him fight Joe. Fucking Joey Lawrence. Hold on, we gotta listen. He could fight this Joe though. I'm gonna show you other Joe he could fight. I can't live without you. This is Joe he could fight. Oh my gosh, how my computer's tripping. This is Joe. Yeah. I'll do anything for you. That sounds like a computer. That sounds like an arcade game. They fucking up the. Hold on. They're gonna try to take credit for the video, so I gotta be slick with it. I can't live without you. This is the Joe he should fight.
Would you and Teddy like some tea?
Shout out to Texas, man. Hold it down. Hey, love. And this shit was kind of. I do them for you. Tell me what kind of man when you treat this woman so cold. Treat you like you were nothing when you work more than do. Girl, to me like a diamond. I like the way you shine. $100 million treasure. I give the world to make you my do. Right in your hand. Hey, he was killing. Yeah, he could fight that Joe. I would have liked that better. So anyway, who asked Kilbrook to fight any of these people? But allegedly, Rematch Room said they were mandatories or whatever. Then people were begging for Kilbrook to fight not Triple G. No, guys, this punches tick, tick, tick. Nobody asked for that either. And they wanted you to fight Errol Spence Jr. from DeSoto, Texas, and you jump up weight classes to fight Triple G, thinking that, oh, if I fight this guy, basically, you know, no matter what, people will give me respect and get off my back about Errol Spence. And then the fans were like, surprise, motherfucker. Because after you lost to Triple G, they still wanted you to fight Errol Spence. And Errol Spence still wanted to fight. He said, man down, I still want that work. I don't know what happened with him and Triple G. That's none of my business. I want to fight him. He the champ. He got the belt. Man down. You know? So, surprise, motherfucker. They still wanted you to fight him. So that was a foolish move to even fight Triple G. Right? This is what Rematch Room is doing with Joshua. Plotting. Seems like they're in good with the sanctioning bodies, the belt holders, and, you know, extensions and medical extensions. Know all the parameters, how to get extra time to stall the Errol Spence fight. Shit like that. This is the same thing with Joshua. It's the same type of shit. Steering his career, you know. Kell Brook really is a good fighter. Fought Sean Porter and then fought Milk Duds. And then he just decided to randomly jump up and fight Triple G. That was foolish. How you go from KC and JoJo? Hooray! How you go from KC and JoJo to Triple G? JoJo to Triple G? That's stupid. That doesn't even make sense. Them guys don't. Kevin Bezier and Frankie Gavin, Frankie Beverly and Mays, all that type of shit. That don't prepare you for Triple G. I'm not saying Triple G's unbeatable, but you're not even in his weight class. So you're not gonna just, you know, we're not gonna be disrespectful now. You know, you can't just because somebody has certain flaws at their weight class doesn't mean somebody from two divisions is going to jump up and immediately exploit them. I'm not saying it's impossible. We've seen it done. You know, Sugar Shane Mosley, Roberto Duran, and we're going to see what Mikey Garcia is talking about with Errol Spence, but it doesn't always work in your favor. You know, a guy can have flaws, but his strengths can be enough to get you out of there when you're not that note. You know, you're not the same size. You know, you can't take a punch the same way these other middleweights can, stuff like that, you know. And now Kondo, AJ in Rematch Room are doing the same thing. It's the same thing as Kell Brook. Kell Brook was their cash cow before AJ. And it was the same type of career moves and like, hey, what, like, bro, everybody thought when Amir Khan signed with Eddie Hearn that, oh shit, it's a wrap. We'll get the Kell Brook. We still haven't watched it, y'all. Rematch Room still hasn't made it. It's still nothing is promised. Me and you. It's still a promise, if anything. We still have to hold on hope for Rematch Room to make Kell Brook versus Amir Khan. This should have been happened. It should have happened when they were on different promoters and different sides of the fence, whatever you want to call it. But now they're on the same side, and it's still, we don't even have a definitive fight date for that fight. And y'all motherfuckers want me to believe Wilder sit up here and make the Tyson Fury fight super quick, but he's the reason why the Joshua fight didn't come off this year. Get the fuck out of here. Nah, Amir Khan fight is Kell Brook. That's been going on longer than that. It's like, if you really trace it back, it's like 6 years. It might be just as long as Mayweather Pacquiao took or longer. I promise you. Because it was like, I remember I had just started my channel and I did a video about it. They were on Sky Sports. I'm telling you, my memory is a motherfucker. That's why I love when people go against new media. I love it. I love it. I love it. Watch. My memory is crazy. Give me a sec. I like it. I love it. You're such a fucking... Look. I remember what I do. Look. Hold on. Egos Amir Khan versus Kell Brook heated argument. 16,000 views. 6 years ago. They were on this show, and I did a video 6 years ago, and 6 years later, I still remember the video I did. Look, in case you thought, look, other people posted the clip. I know what the fuck I be doing and talking about. Look, all those videos say 6 years ago. Amir Khan and Kell Brook on ringside. 6 years ago. Now what? Death Row East. So it's been going on at least 6 years ago, because they were in the studio 6 years ago on Sky Sports ringside show or whatever, talking about how they wanted to fight each other. And then at that time, you know, they were saying, Kell Brook was saying, oh, I want to fight him. And Amir, he's running. He remembers what happened in sparring. And, you know, he was saying all this shit. And then Amir Khan was saying, oh, fight someone with a name and get a championship belt and I'll fight you. And he was like, so basically, I have to fight me a champ and then you fight me. And Amir, he knew what happened in sparring and, you know, he's doing all this. That was 6 years ago. Rematch Room still ain't giving us this. Now the fight don't even matter. Like, what does that prove now? At one point, Kell Brook was considered one of the dominant top two at welterweight. Nobody, he's been replaced. No offense, but nobody who has Kell Brook as their top two at welterweight now. Top three. Who? You got guys like Terrence Crawford up there beating people's ass and looking mad fresh. You know, you got Keith Thurman coming back. We'll see what he's talking about. You got Errol Spence. You know, it's a different ball game now than a couple years ago. So, you know, in Rematch Room still ain't giving us this. So, you know, they doing the same thing with Joshua. Frank Warren already spilled the beans. The daddy is an accountant. Barry Hearns is an accountant. So he knows numbers and he knows how to prolong some shit and finances, and you know, that's exactly how they're treating it. AJ is stock. He's cattle. You know? No, we AJ events, they generate 5.6 times the financial success that Dillian White does. So, you know, keep him off the chopping block. And it is, you know, it's beyond even, I don't know, but even if AJ wants it, your people who represent you ain't getting it. You know, you're not getting it done. And you just re-signed with them. So what does that tell you? So to me, you all in cahoots. Listen, we got that new running joke. I told you how it works. Any video about Eddie Hearns, I just want y'all in the comment section to be like, Eddie Hearns. Just put as many S as you can. That's our new shit. So when I start seeing that flooded throughout boxing, you all know who started it. And, you know Eagle's Army is alive and well. When you go on random, I'm not talking about my videos. Everybody videos. You know, if he's on Sky Sports YouTube, Eddie Hearns. That's all you have to put. You don't even have to have like real commentary. And just Eddie Hearns with S's. Bunch of N's, bunch of S's. I just like seeing that. I like hearing that. I like reading Eddie Hearns. Eddie Hearns. Motherfuckers about to go ham, I promise you. 2019 is lit. We lit, gang, gang. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, all of a sudden, Damage Control 2000 is in operation, you know, the annexation of Puerto Rico. What movie is that from? The annexation of Puerto Rico. What movie is that from? If y'all know this, then y'all know some classics, some classic shit. Hold on, let me use a little bit more beard oil. They say the beer gang is back. Listen, beer gang is back. Okay. Oh wow, John Ward got it. Oh wow, KO got it. You know, give him some claps. I didn't think y'all would know that one. Rick Moranis. Y'all good. Hey, y'all good. That makes me happy that y'all know throwback classic kids movies. So yeah, Operation Annexation of Puerto Rico damage control is in full effect. Listen, you guys have to understand this. Icebox. That's hella funny. Listen. The bottom line is this shit might be halfway believable if AJ did it before Wilder Fury. You can't wait until the outcome is revealed in front of millions and everybody who watched it. After saying, I'm not going ringside, Eddie Hearns is not going ringside. I'm not even waiting up. My sleep is more important than watching the fight. Now all of a sudden you have so much commentary to give, and you have these excessive, incessant call-outs. Ego, you're so cool, man. I appreciate you. You guys are cool. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody. You know, it's like, damn, hold on, it's hot as fuck in here. My bad, yo. Anyway, now you have these incessant call-outs and, oh, I want it more than anything, and, hey, Dillian, I will fight you. I'll fight you, Dillian, but that's if Wilder doesn't have... Stop it. Wilder, listen, this is making them look bad because it looks like you are clout chasing. It really does. It looks like you're clout chasing. Wilder already told you what you needed to know. They are admitting what we all know to be the case. Damn, my shooters be clapping. So sorry. Toasties. Listen. They already know, and they're already admitting what the case is. He says, now it's about, we're going to starve AJ out. You studied, you know the move. That's exactly what's happening. But they're not arbitrarily starving you out. They just aren't worried about you. The reason they're not worried about you is because they had a draw. You cannot say draw. Now, they had a draw. You agree with the draw. It was a draw. That's how Al Pacino would do it. Draw. She had a great ass, and you wanted her. It was a draw. It was a draw. Would you say you agree it was a draw? What movie is that? What Pacino movie is that from? She had a great ass, and you wanted her. It was a draw. What movie is that from? If y'all know that, that's crazy. No, it's not from Heat. It's from Pacino, though. She had a great ass. Heat's my movie. No, it's not Heat. See, I knew y'all wouldn't guess this. All right, 10 more seconds. I'm going to reveal. Nobody? Okay, I stumped y'all. She had a great ass, and you wanted her. No, it's not Carlito. He didn't even sound like that in Carlito. Oh, wow. Ultimate Fight Club. Oh, wow. Y'all on point. Hey, y'all must have looked it up, because hella people start answering it. It's from Devil's Advocate. No, it was Devil's Advocate, but hella people started back-to-back answering it. No, it was Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves. That's a sleeper movie. That's a slept-on movie. She had a great ass, and you wanted her. Ooh-ah. Al Pacino's that dude. Hey, shout out to Ultimate Fight Club. He was the first one that I seen said it. He said, dude, that's my movie right there. That was a dope movie. I got to watch that again, because I've seen it hella times, but, you know, I haven't seen it in hella long, and I just thought of it right now. That and Carlito's Way is my movie, too. Okay, I'm reloading. You guys think you big time? You're gonna pay. Hey, that's my shit. No, we just doing movie quotes, you know, the same one. But anyway, it's on Netflix. Oh, we are in there. Y'all gotta watch that on Netflix. Listen, this is sidebar. I'm watching this show on Netflix called The Lost Confessions. It's about people confessing to like murders and shit, and they're saying they didn't do it later. Boy, if you don't, there is no way that I'm confessing. Like it's interesting, but it's kind of weird. Like I can't picture ever confessing to some shit. Like it's like the cops convinced them that they did it. Like I don't give a fuck who you are. If I know I didn't do it, I can't picture getting pressured into saying I murdered somebody and I didn't. You know? That's weird. I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. Ain't nobody gonna convince me of I murdered somebody. Nah, when you thought you went to sleep, you got back up and you killed her. Oh, shit. Maybe I did get up and kill her. I did it. Like, fuck no. I can't do it. I can't do it. Ego, I'm a crime defense attorney. It happens all the time. Trust me. I hear the statistics that it happens all. I don't know what the fuck. These cops this some new shit. These interrogation. How does that happen? Dudes can't even convince girls to sleep with them, but they got all these skills to convince people to do a murder. That don't even make sense. You can't even convince a bitch to sleep with you. You got no game, but you can you can be so insistent and persistent that they confess to murder. Reduce sentences? Man, fuck that. You ain't gonna have no. If I know I had nothing to do with the crime, hey, I can't do it. To each his own. Public defenders tell you to cop. No, but this is before that. This is before trials and stuff. These people are just being interrogated by the cops. So your girlfriend of 2 years is found dead. What do you have to say? And then, so it's not even in the trial. It's not even like public defenders told you what to plead. This is them at the station, like first 48 shit. I did it. Fine, fuck it. What? I can't do that, bro. Just how I'm built. I can't come. You ain't gonna pressure me into saying I murdered somebody that I didn't murder. Fuck all that. But anyway, yeah, it looks like AJ and team, AJ and company, looks like they're clout chasing. Wilder already told you. He already told you after the first failed negotiation, like literally go back, study the tapes. Wilder says, if it ain't about 50-50, leave me alone. I tried to do it for the low. I tried to, make all the accommodations possible, willing to go to the UK, willing to do it for a flat fee, a fight of this magnitude, and y'all skipped out and y'all chose something else. Yeah, get the likes up, smash the likes up, smash the like buttons. And Wilder said, y'all still didn't make it happen. That was your one ticket to get that sale price. He said after that, we gotta set up new negotiations. Them old deals are off the table. He literally said that as soon as Povetkin fight was ruled by the WBA, Wilder did an interview and he came out and said that. That's what he said. He was just like, nah, them deals are off the table. So Joshua keeps acting like brand new. And then on top of the draw happening, AJ's acting like he didn't hear Wilder say none of it. Wilder said if it ain't about 50-50. And again, Joshua's still talking about, I deal with no fantasy contracts. It's basically reality. And, you got to be realistic. No fantasy. That's what he's talking about. So if I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but if I had a successful event that needs closure with a guy that I respect, who him and his team were easy to work with, and we can run it back, make a lot of money, not deal. Like, I'm the A side in this equation because Wilder has the belt. Despite what you feel happened, Wilder's still the champion. Work with that, or, you know, try to go undisputed and get the runaround and waste more time like you did earlier in the year with them. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Hey, Isaiah, you out of pocket. What's up, your audience? It's a no-brainer. I mean, what would you do? What would you do if you was me? Work with the team that you just worked with and had a successful event. Provide closure. Like, and see, just this is the thing. Eddie Hearns and AJ, they're trying to play spin doctors. They're trying to pacify this so they're not blamed when the Wilder fight is not next, right? It's very easy to see this. And, you know, they're trying to get people, and you got idiots like Coon channels and people in the comments, they're really buying it. Like, oh yeah, Wilder, he's definitely ducking. Why he's saying he doesn't want to fight for April. These dudes be playing so fucking dumb. You playing dumb now. You playing dumb. What you dumb da dum 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 da dum dum? You playing dumb da dum 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 da da. Shout out to Takashi. You playing dumb da 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 dum da dum dum. Dumb da dum dum. What you dumb da dum dum dum? Playing dumb. As a competitor, why would you not want to pursue Tyson Fury when there are people who believe that you did not win the fight? As a competitor, you're going to want to fix that. I know Andre Ward, it didn't sit well with him that people were out there. He, like me, I feel the same way because I'm competitive. Like, for example, here's a personal thing about me. I don't like owing people. I don't like owing people. I don't like being like knowing there's someone on this earth that could say, oh, Ego, he owe me, you know, $1,500, or I bought him all his camera equipment, or I bought his computer and he still owe me. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. Therefore, you know, it's hard to probably even buy me something for Christmas because I buy whatever I want. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't need, like, if I want something, I go get it, you know, within reason. So, you know, I don't really need anything. You know, I just need loyalty, down people, cool people, shit like that. I don't like owing people. I don't like being in debt and like somebody is holding it. Hey, you got my 100, you got my, I don't like that type of shit, right? So I don't put myself in a situation. If I'm starving and I had to wait, I just have to, you know, scrounge and eat Top Ramen or some a couple noodles for a week rather than somebody else buy my meals or some shit. That's me. That's how I'm built. I don't like owing. So there's a lot of people who have that type of mentality as competitors too. They don't like, you seen Jermell, he started tearing up because people don't like to lose. Like, it's not, I think that's just passionate. You work hard for 10 weeks and then you think you won, and then most of the fans think you won, but they took your title. That has to be hard on you. People are laughing at Jermell for that because he teared up or whatever and got choked up. This shit's hard. You know, this is his family. This is life. Now he got a blemish that he really doesn't deserve, you know? And, oh, he's crying. But like I said, people are doing that. That's, to me, it's kind of immature. You laughing at, let's see your downfalls play out on national TV. You get what I'm saying? Like, if your girl break up with you or cheat on you, and then you gotta answer to it and speak on it in front of cameras, shit like that. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know about no contest unless Harrison failed a drug test. I've never really seen them because, you know, I haven't really seen, like, Kovalev complained about the Ward laws. Pacquiao complained about the Jeff Horn loss, and those didn't get reversed. It was a good fight. It was a close fight. I mean, you could make an argument for either guy, I suppose. So I don't think it's enough of, like, it's like NFL. If they rule something a touchdown, the only way to reverse that touchdown is to have decisive, concise evidence that it absolutely wasn't a touchdown. So if it's a dog pile and you can't really see in between, there's no camera up under there, then the ruling on the field is going to stand. So I don't really see it being reversed because I don't think there's enough proof of corruption or anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how you would prove that. The fight, I've seen worse, to be honest. I think Jermell should have won probably, but Tony Harrison, he was doing cool. He was doing cool in the spots and outboxing. So I don't think it stands out enough as like, oh, this is pure corruption, no other way. Corruption is Canelo versus Mayweather. However, CJ Ross scored that a draw for Canelo, that is beyond me. Like, what rounds could you even give Canelo? Because you could really argue that Canelo lost 12 rounds out of 12 rounds. So for CJ Ross to find 6 rounds in there that she gave Canelo, that was bullshit. So yeah, I don't see them doing anything to reverse it, because we've seen this. If that was the case, Ward Kovalev and any fight that people complained about. But yeah, man. I call this the old switcheroo. That's what Joshua's team is doing. They're doing the old switcheroo. They're trying to relieve the bleed, like slow the bleeding, stop the bleeding, and trying to make it look like, oh, Wilder doesn't want it. But as I just said, I don't like owing people. I don't like knowing that there's someone I owe, and that I'm like that as a competitor, and a person. I like closure. So if you look at other competitors, people who are competitive, it doesn't sit well with them, the fact that they have a win over somebody that people are protesting, and some people are saying, hey, you didn't win that. So they want to show you that, hey, I'll beat him. I'll beat him better than if you complaining like that, just to show you. That's what a true competitor would, like Andre Ward. Andre Ward's a perfectionist. I asked him about that one time. I was like, are you a perfectionist? And he was like, yeah, but he's like, I feel like I am, but you got to have balance too, But I see that because when you see people with similarities to you, they're easy to spot out. Like if you have OCD, I'm sure you could spot someone else that got OCD type shit. And I'm highly competitive, so I understand how it feels. That's why you would run it back also. On top of making good money and easy to work with and all that type of stuff, as a competitor, why would it sit well with you that you're holding your green belt and then some rations of fans are saying you don't deserve to have your belt again? So it doesn't make sense at this point to just skip to Joshua and act like the Tyson Fury, because you're going to have that thorn in your side until you fight again and see what happens and then run it back and win. You're going to have that burden to bear, because let's say Wilder fights AJ and knocks him out. Guess what? You still didn't, you didn't convincingly defeat Tyson Fury. So Eddie Hearns and Anthony Joshua, like I've been saying, they're making this far too complicated. It's really easy to understand. Wilder is a competitor. He understands that people are split. Some people are doubting him. Even celebrity boxers have said, made their, like Ward and different people have thought, like, I don't know if he's going to want to go through that again. So now he's on a mission. He wants to prove that. AJ, their team, they know that. They understand as competitors exactly why, what drives a fighter. AJ is a fighter. And he's overcomplicating it. Oh, why would he not want to be undisputed? Because that doesn't relieve the thorn from his side that Tyson Fury put in there by, I guess, creating doubts. Beating Anthony Joshua at this point does not rid of the doubts of what happened in the Tyson Fury fight. It's that simple. Body Snatcher, appreciate you. $5 super chat. I just jumped in the chat, but everything you've said in the last 5 minutes is spot on. Clarity and closure. Shout out to you. Somebody gets it. Appreciate you, Body Snatcher 4. VC2. It's that simple. As a competitor, why would you want that? That's what I'm saying. Like, why? Like, just think about being in a relationship. And let's say you and your girlfriend were both being petty. You got in an argument. Just hear me out. You got in an argument and you refused to call her or text her, and she refused to call you or text you. And then this went on for a week and y'all didn't talk to each other. So, it sounds like you guys are probably broken up, because y'all both being petty. So would you be comfortable just jumping into a new relationship with somebody else with that lingering on and no type of closure? Like, you don't know if you're in a relationship because you haven't talked to them. You don't know, if they want to reconcile or anything. You would be comfortable wifing somebody else up and you haven't even talked to this person in a week that you were seriously dating. Not no like thought or some little, knockoff, jump off. I mean, if there's a girl you were seriously with for 3-4 years or something, and you guys had a disagreement and then y'all didn't talk for a week, and because you didn't talk, you're just gonna be like, oh, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, and then just jump in another relationship with no closure, with no resolution to that, no official, yo. He said ego, some of these dudes would. But that's stupid, That's stupid. If you actually cared about the girl and like loved her, that's stupid. So you would just jump in so she might want to get back with you and you love her, but you with the next bitch. That's stupid. That's dumb. Cinnamon Savage. Yeah, man, YouTube don't be sending the notifications to everybody. But make sure y'all come in and smash the like button and jump in the conversation in the comments. That's just a quick analogy. Like, you would be comfortable, or say you were married to that person and you didn't talk for a week. So, okay, are we divorced? Are we separating? You would just be cool having no closure, no end of the story. And then you just start a new relationship and a new family, like we just never talk again. Like, who would want that? That would be weird, Even if it was cool, because someone said some guys would do that. Yeah, but at some point that would probably bother you, if you really cared about the girl, that would bother you. You could like knock down some other chick or whatever. That's cool, but at the end of the day, you would probably be like, what the fuck? I mean, just think about with anything. Let's say you were watching a sitcom or a TV show and it was a miniseries and it started getting good. And then it says, to be continued on the next episode. And they show you a little preview and then you just stop watching the series. Like, oh, that was a really good series. I watched episode 2 and 3. It said to be continued. I'm not going to watch episode 4. I mean, who would do that? You watching Power or some shit, and then it's getting good, and then they leave you on a cliffhanger type of episode, and then you just stop watching the show, but you liked it. That's stupid. Like, you guys know it. You just like, oh, I'm gonna move on to the next Netflix series. Fuck this. They shouldn't have left me on a cliffhanger, and then you just move on to another series. Come on, man. Now, I guess somebody would do that if the show was boring or something, but Wilder Fury wasn't boring. Exactly. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. So AJ and Eddie Hearns, they trying to act like they don't understand. Why would he not want to fight for Undisputed next? It's not that he doesn't want to. He has unfinished fucking business. And it's an easier route. Showtime wants it. His team wants it and isn't holding him back. Tyson Fury's team, I don't know about his trainer, because his trainer said that, made that statement. But Frank Warren said Tyson Fury wants it. Frank Warren wants it. So why wouldn't they run it back? Why are you going to skip to the that is the dumbest logic that I've heard from the AJ apologists, or one of them. because there's a lot of dumb shit up in there. You know, move on. And like I said, even if Wilder beats AJ and he's undisputed, that how could you have complete... Here, answer this question. If y'all want to hear this question, I think this is a good question that summarizes everything. If y'all want to hear it, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? If y'all ready to hear this question, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I got a good summary. I need some hell yeahs in the comment section. Y'all gotta motivate me. All right, Pete. Here's the perfect reason why Wilder should not pursue AJ undisputed. Next. I've already given you a couple, but here's the ultimate reason. Y'all ready? Just type ready. I've already given you a few reasons, but here's the ultimate reason why he should not pursue it next. When y'all say you ready, I'll let you know. Smash the like button too. All right, Kane said he ready. Let's go. The ultimate reason why Wilder should not chase Joshua any longer right now without clearing up this controversial draw with Tyson Fury is this. Let's say Wilder did do that and he says, fuck Tyson Fury, bump this, and then he goes to fight AJ. And let's say he knocks out AJ. Can Wilder at that point stand atop of the hill, on top of the mountain, like Rocky, Drago, and just scream, I did it, I did it, I did it, knowing he has a controversial fight with Tyson Fury that has not been resolved yet, knowing that AJ, all of his belts came from Tyson Fury's shortcomings, from his errors, the errors of his way. Once again, can Deontay Wilder, if he fought AJ in April and knocked him out, can he be like, yo, I did it, I'm undisputed, I've done everything, you know, this is legacy and greatness? Can he do that and really mean it and be comfortable? Or does he still got to deal? Let's say he knocks out AJ. Does he still have to clarify the Tyson Fury fight? Or can he just be like, I'm undisputed, I got all the belts? You guys just answer that simple question. Shout out to Edwin. Exactly. He says no. Wilder would still have unfinished business. Precisely. That's exactly my point. Even if he fights AJ in April and knocked him out and collected all of the belts, we know how AJ got all of his belts, and they were passed through the hands of Tyson Fury because of the errors of his way. So even if Wilder did bypass a rematch with Tyson Fury, an immediate rematch, and knock out AJ, he can't be at the top of the mountain boasting and bragging because he has Tyson Fury unfinished business. So that still doesn't prove he's the number one heavyweight if there's controversy about him getting through Tyson Fury. So in essence, he can't rest assured unless he beats Tyson Fury decisively. Exactly. Shout out to Kane. Those are technically Tyson Fury's belts. This is very easy for people who apply themselves and are open-minded to understand. If Wilder fights Joshua in April, he still has to deal with Tyson Fury. So why not deal with Tyson Fury, get that out of the way, so when you do fight AJ, it can really be for all the marbles? Because right now, even if he fights Joshua at this point, based on Joshua allowing Wilder to fight someone else because he didn't accept the fight, then Wilder can't, he can say I have all the belts, but he's not going to have entirely all the respect. He don't even get the respect now. But he wouldn't, they'd be like, you got all the belts, but you still didn't beat Tyson Fury. You see? So it makes no sense to not just handle square business, prove that you can get past Tyson Fury so you can close that chapter. You guys don't want him to close a chapter because you're full of shit and you want to say that Wilder's ducking, and you don't want him to close a chapter. You want him to just start another book. He wouldn't have even been reading this different book if it weren't for AJ. Ronald Finkley, I figured you heard it wrong because how you answered, but it's true. Agreed to disagree TV. You're not making sense. He says, I agree with you, but Joshua is desperate now, so jump on him before he change his mind. It's going to only make him look bad. You know, it doesn't. Wilder has a bigger fight. If Wilder fights Tyson Fury and AJ fights Gerald Miller or Dillian White rematch that he already knocked out before he was champion, Wilder still has the biggest fight. So fuck it. Just like Lennox Lewis told me, it's on tape. I recorded it for you guys. He says, no, AJ can wait. I want to see the Tyson Fury. Lennox Lewis, a decorated Hall of Famer, stand up, fought everybody, old school, throwback fighter that fought everybody, says, I want to see Wilder and Fury again. That's what he told me. And it's on tape. And he says Joshua can wait. Listen, bottom line is Wilder, even if he fights AJ and beats him, he cannot be considered king of the hill with Tyson Fury controversy lingering over his fucking head. It is that simple. You can't, yeah, I beat Joshua. Fuck yeah. Okay, that's great. You beat Joshua, but then now what the fans are going to look at you like, but what about Tyson Fury? You only beat him because of a draw or the judges saved you and all this bullshit. So you might as well go past Tyson Fury and prove that you could beat him. So all that Wilder's ducking, stop it. Because even if Wilder fought April 13th and beat Joshua, he can't say, I'm the man now. I beat all of them, you know. If he does it my way, like I'm saying, immediate rematch with Fury and get past him and then fight AJ, if he gets past that, he could say I'm the man. He'd be like, man, I went to Luis Ortiz. I had a tough draw with Tyson Fury, came back and knocked him out in the rematch. Then I beat Joshua by knockout. I'm the fucking man, give my props. Plus, I got all 4 belts. Right now, if he fights Joshua and beats him in April, he could be like, yeah, I got all the belts now. But then guess what? He doesn't have a decisive, discerned victory over Tyson Fury still. So he can't say I'm the man of all men, you know, because some people out there thought Tyson Fury won. So it doesn't make sense to skip around like that. And we wouldn't be talking about interim fight. Wilder wouldn't have took an interim fight, a voluntary defense, had it not been for AJ. So this is AJ's doing. Period. Like a maxi pad. Period. And y'all know what I'm saying is true. I was just saying Joshua's been ducking the whole time and now he ready because Wilder looked bad. So you can't listen. I'm trying to give y'all some alpha male game. You always gotta play your game. Worry about your journey. You know, my channel, I think one of the reasons that I've succeeded and, you know, we've been successful here, I don't worry about what the next man is doing. I really don't. I don't care. I'm worried about my branding my channel, the growth of my channel, improving myself, you know, getting new equipment and these things. He can't worry about Joshua is now desperate and all that. He has unfinished business. It's that simple. Plus, once again, you guys have to look at it from a business perspective. Coming off of what gives you more leverage in negotiation? Tyson Fury proved he could give you a tough fight. So, coming back and knocking out Tyson Fury, who arguably beat you, you know, to some, or gave you a draw and proved he could give you a tough fight and go 12 rounds, coming back and beating him by knockout, going into a Joshua fight after that, does that give you more leverage? Or coming off of a draw where it wasn't your best performance, you know, but you got 2 knockdowns and stole early rounds to make it a draw, so you were able to retain your title. Now you're going into the Joshua fight. It's another ploy for Team Joshua to be able to play Deontay Wilder. Coming off of a draw, you know, he's worth less because it wasn't his sharpest knockout performance. He knocked out everyone he faced except for Stiverne in the first fight, which he later knocked out. So really, he's knocked out everyone but Tyson Fury. So, you know, he doesn't have as much negotiating power as if he cleans that up. This is also what Team Joshua knows. And they know that Wilder Fury 2 is a bigger fight than anyone. This is literally the worst karma that we've seen in boxing. It's the worst. Everything you try to do to Wilder is happening to you. You know, you try to starve him out, now they starving you out. You wanted to be like, oh, we got the big event and you're going to have to fight Dominic Breazeale. Now he going to have to rematch Dominic Breazeale or fight some other fight that people don't want. You know, and they got the bigger event. You know, it's just really karma. But like I said, you have to be strategic and you got to make the set. It's just like Crawford versus Errol Spence. Listen. Sure, Crawford can, you know, fight Errol Spence now, right? Al Heyman's a strategist and a business, he's like a business major, right? So do you just put that fight right now when there's other great fights with guys who have better resumes that are already on your side of the fence, better resumes than Crawford has at welterweight, and let Errol go through those tough tests to see where he ends up? And if he keeps winning, then he'll without any doubt be the bigger household name than Terrence Crawford. And then now he could call all the shots with no confusion. Because right now, if Errol Spence fights Terrence Crawford, you know, it'll be close in terms of who's the A side. Because Crawford could be like, oh, I did these numbers on ESPN. I did this number on ESPN. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So if they fought, let's say Errol's March fight was Crawford, you know, he can only numbers he could say he did were with his best fights, like Kell Brook, Peterson numbers, shit like that. But if he fights Mikey Garcia, you know, fills up the AT&T Stadium, does good pay-per-view numbers there, right? Goes on to fight Ugas, Sean Porter winner, collects another belt, and or fight Pacquiao if Pacquiao beats Broner, these different things on his side of the fence, then it's going to be no doubt that he is the A side. So you got to be strategic. Wilder will be worth more and have more leverage negotiating wise with Joshua having consecutive bigger events than Joshua. Wilder Fury and Luis Ortiz, I believe, are bigger, more fights that had more interest than Joshua Parker and Joshua Povetkin. So you don't want to lose that leverage. This is a big fight, you know. Wilder, if he goes straight off of a draw that some people thought he lost, you know, he doesn't have that much leverage. That's why they keep saying, be reasonable. There's no fantasy contracts. And the other thing is, they don't want Wilder to get his confidence back. I know the game, man. Imagine this. Wilder, he might have to prove to himself, Merry Christmas, T. Bonafide. Wilder has to prove to himself he could beat Tyson Fury. You know, despite what he's saying, right? Despite what he's saying, he still has to be able to prove that. Because I could tell myself whatever. Oh, I could do this, I could do that. But actually showing myself that I could do it, that remains to be seen. You know? So even though Wilder is confident and he says he could beat Tyson Fury, he still has to go through with it and show that he could beat Tyson Fury and get past it, right? They also don't want to do that because then this will be like the Stiverne fight. You know, Wilder had someone finally go the distance and Stiverne lasted. So by him knocking Stiverne out brutally and making him fold his legs like Dazn, that was a huge confidence builder for Wilder. Because now he could be like, yeah, I knew I had the power to stop this guy because he stopped him in the rematch. So if he could do that with Tyson Fury and or just beat him more decisively get a couple knockdowns or whatever, and beat him decisively, that's going to boost his confidence even higher, as opposed to just leaving it on a controversial draw. So if he were to fight AJ after that, then his confidence will be back if he gets past Tyson Fury without any doubt, without any question. They also know this. So any way you slice it, it makes no sense. It makes no sense to skip around, and you in chapter 5 of the book, and the book's getting good, and you just close the book and then start reading a whole new book from chapter 1. That's stupid. This is why new media keeps winning. I'm trying to tell y'all, because the shit they're not breaking it down. They're just saying the blanket statements that some of y'all want to hear, but they're not breaking it down like I just did with their introspective thoughts. I just told you, if Wilder fought Joshua in April and beat him by knockout, hypothetically, he still can't say he's the man, even though he has all the belts, because Tyson Fury could be like, oh, wait, a message to the wanker and Dosser, and be running around saying I beat you. Just like what I said, I'm tying it into what I said earlier. I don't like owing people. This is how it is for a competitor. So you beat AJ, you got all the belts. Tyson Fury gonna be talking his shit, talking about he may have all the belts, but you know who the real champion is, and I fought you in your backyard like a done Klitschko. Who wants that? Who wants that where you can't, there's always that asterisk or whatever. That's stupid. So you beat Joshua and you like, yeah, I'm the man, I did it, and this is everything I wanted. And then Tyson Fury is like, I really beat you, and the whole world knows I beat you. And who's going to want that? Just hovering over their head. Stop it. That makes no sense. So you might as well just clarify that and then move on. And Joshua's team knows all this. I'll pay for it again. They know what I'm saying makes sense. It's very easy. Y'all coming up like, oh yeah, AJ's desperate. Good. Because listen, the reason I don't feel sorry for Team Joshua is because he was in the driver's seat. He was in the driver's seat. If he didn't want any of this to happen, then he should have fought Wilder in September, and none of this would have happened. That's a fact. If he been the A side, if they offered a more reasonable contract, not no flat rate bullshit, I'm sure the fight would have got done. Instead of all this back and forth, low-balled offers and all this stuff, fight would have been done. If AJ just said, man, just give him whatever the fuck, give him 45% so I could dust him off and get that belt and get him up out of here. Joshua didn't do this. He tried to play, he overplayed his hand, and now he's stuck with the consequences. Now you've allowed for them to create their own lane, irrespective to what you're doing, steal the scene a bit, and still fight for the title. And then now all of a sudden, now you have to clout chase them. It's just, it's karma. It's total karma. Complete karma. But I like Wilder Fury next. The more I thought about it, because I was saying they should do tune-ups and stuff at the fight, immediately after the fight, just thinking of them because they were just in two tough fights. But it just needs to happen, because that way Wilder can rest assured. There's no one, he can't, if he comes back and does what he did to Stavern, not necessarily in the first round, but if he knocks out Tyson Fury in a rematch, makes that adjustment where he can get his shots off and wins decisively, then he don't have to worry about Tyson Fury bumbling around and saying, I'm really the man and I'm the lineal champ, and because he'll erase all of that. The rematch erases all of that. You get what I'm saying? And it's no different. Look at Canelo. Why did Canelo take the Lara fight, right? have a tough fight, that could have arguably been a draw. You could have said, I thought Canelo lost by a round or two, right? He's never rematched Lara. On paper, people were saying he lost to Triple G and it was scored a draw. That's why he took the rematch, because he had to prove to himself and prove to people that, I could beat this guy. Because people were saying Triple G beat your ass and shit like that. I'm sure Canelo didn't like that. This is what I like to see from a fighter, to be honest. Why would you not want to clear the air about some shit? You just want to let people say that. He beat Lara on paper, even though I thought Lara won or is a draw. The judges seen it his way, so he didn't have to do that. But if it was a draw, then maybe he rematches Lara. It's that simple. Once again, you notice the double standards, like I just brought up. And you know what the thing is? Wilder, even though he didn't look sensational, he did better in the grand scheme of things to make his case for a draw than Canelo did. That's facts. Canelo was doing good, but he never, he landed some good shots, but they were both kind of tentative, and Canelo didn't knock down Triple G at all. So him getting a draw in the first fight is just based off of, I guess, landing punches sometimes. Wilder actually created 2 knockdowns and stole early rounds, so that made his case easy. Canelo, you got to really look at CompuBox and how many punches were landed. So realistically, even though I would say Canelo probably looked better throughout, he started looking fatigued. He wasn't looking good in that first fight when he started fatiguing. Those are where Triple G came on. So realistically, people don't bring up shit like this, but Wilder has more of a case for a draw than probably Canelo did in that first fight, because Canelo didn't have any knockdowns or anything. So you just have to score rounds, and some of those rounds were absolutely difficult to score. Wilder, you have to give him 10-8 rounds twice. You have to, because Tyson Fury landed 1 punch, 2 punches after being crucified and almost killed. Not literally, but that's just how I talk. Coming back to life with the Undertaker shit. There's no way you could have scored that a 10-9 round, because he didn't do enough to reverse the type of damage that Wilder did. So you're like, oh, that leveraged the field. No, he would have to, just because you stopped Wilder and he was tired and you stopped him from being super aggressive in the last 45 seconds with a punch, that doesn't erase you almost dying and Jack Reese has to kneel down and give you an extended count kind of shit. That doesn't erase that. So Wilder had 2 definitive 10-8 rounds. And then, like I said, some of the early rounds were really flexible. That's why I said the draw was not out of the question like these idiots were making it sound. Canelo, that fight was harder to score because there were no knockdowns. So you have to go specifically of who got round 1, who got round 2. There were no Canelo rounds where he just like a 10-8 round or there was points deducted or anything, where it's you had to give him that round. And that's the funny thing, because once again, all these racist motherfuckers and shit in the comment section, they shit on Wilder just like they're doing with the Charlo brothers, the black channels. They're shitting on Wilder for having a horrible performance, but Canelo gets a draw with no knockdowns, no point deductions. One scorecard was horrible, Adelaide Bird, but no one brings that up. They don't care about that. They're just like, oh, yeah, because this is all about favoritism and some tribalism and gang banging. This is my fighter versus your fighter bullshit. The referee woke Fury up. That's what I'm saying. So I always said this from the first fight. Triple G Canelo first fight was close. I don't think Canelo got blasted out of there as much as some people, but I still had Triple G winning that fight. I told you that immediately after the fight. I would have had him winning close, But, you know, Canelo getting a draw, that is, you know, that's a harder case to make than Wilder getting a draw, because Canelo didn't have no knockdown, so he didn't have no point deductions. So he really had no rounds that you actually had to score for him because they were just so impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did good in the first 3 rounds or so, but it wasn't like, I'm trying to think of a classic round. He just didn't have any round. They were both fighting tentative, and we know who the aggressor was in that first Golovkin fight. He just didn't have any like rounds that were just like, oh my gosh. In the first fight I'm talking about. Second fight, he did have more definitive rounds. But in the first fight, he didn't really have that many rounds that I can remember that were so convincing where you're just like, oh fuck, he beating the fuck out of Triple G. Triple G's out of, you know, there was nothing like that. So to me, it's harder to argue Canelo draw in the first fight with Golovkin than it is to Wilder, because Wilder has true punching power, and he rectified an otherwise subpar performance with, you know, where he's getting outboxed with 2 solid, decipherable 10-8 knockdown rounds, which leverages this is common boxing scoring. Like, the more knockdowns you get, the more you leverage. It don't matter what you're looking like. The more knockdowns you get, you can win the fight. I've seen guys where they were winning the whole fight and they start getting knocked down 4 times. That fucks you. You got knocked down 3-4 times, that fucks you, because you kept going down and going down. I'm not saying it's impossible to come from behind that, but it becomes harder and harder because the knockdowns double you up. You get doubled up real quick with the points. So the more times you get knocked down, the worse it's getting for you. And that's what happened. That's why I don't consider Tyson Fury. I like Tyson Fury. I respect what he did. It wasn't a masterclass to me. It wasn't. Because a masterclass is like Floyd versus Gotti, Floyd versus Robert the Ghost Guerrero and shit. Like, where that's a masterclass because Floyd was like untouchable. You know, it's just like he was just doing whatever the fuck he wanted in there. Floyd versus Canelo is definitely more of a masterclass. Canelo had all the size and power and, you know, slight height advantage and all this shit to knock Floyd down, but he didn't, based on Floyd's style. Tyson Fury did very well for himself, did better. But a lot of you motherfuckers, again, this is about favoritism, and you give empathy rounds. Tyson Fury's drug addiction and mental health awareness and all that, the great guy that he is, his wife being pregnant, none of that has anything to do with scoring the fight. Now, I can understand the valor, the strength that it takes as a man, and I could respect you as a man for those things. You know, Matt Korobov, I could respect him. He got up, late notice, switch of opponent. He did well for himself. But because he had a one fight in 2 years or whatever the fuck people are talking, this is the opponent. He came to fight, and that's it is. You got to score the fight. You know, people want to, like, they treat boxing like movies, you know? Like, this is a tearjerker. So they root for what they want to root for. You know, I liked Tyson Fury on Joe Rogan's podcast. That don't give him rounds because he did Joe Rogan's podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to go off of what you're watching. Not like, oh, he battled from so much. He did so much. He came back from so much. His obesity and weight loss and all that, that's great. He's a beast for that. But you signed up for the fight. You called out Wilder. He obliged. You obliged. And you got it on and cracking. Y'all got it rocking. It's that simple. I can't be like, oh, but he gained so much weight and lost so much weight. And I respect those things as a man, but I can't factor that into my boxing is a numerical score based on criteria that you're supposed to go off of. And once again, we know these motherfuckers ain't consistent. These same dudes that give Tyson Fury, you know, credit for battling obesity, he caused his weight gain. He caused that. He chose to turn to drugs and alcohol and failed drug tests because he had drugs and alcohol. I've been depressed. I've never touched none of that. You know, I've drank alcohol, but I never touched no hardcore drugs. You know, and I've been depressed as fuck. So that's a personal choice, you know. I've been depressed as fuck. Now, you know, we'll just leave it at that. And I never touched no hardcore drugs to get me through. To each his own. I'm not kicking the man while he's down. I'm not, you know, if that's what he had to go through, that's what he had to go through. But so many people are trying to factor this into the fight. That doesn't have nothing, because the same, again, you look at these people and they say, oh, but Tyson Fury, he battled so much. He deserved to win. Look at, he lost so much weight. They say stuff like that. What about Jamal Charlo, who's in a tough fight? His opponent failed a drug test, didn't watch tape, and switched opponents last minute to a guy who has more amateur experience than he does. And then he just watched his brother lose, and they have this whole twin package deal. He just seen his fucking twin brother lose and get robbed, and his brother's sad and shit, breaking down. And he just watched that moments before his fight. But they don't take that into consideration. So, you know, if you don't want to, that's why you have to just judge the fight based on what the fight is. Period. They didn't say shit about, oh yeah, but Charlo, he had a fight and, you know, he was probably a nervous wreck because he felt bad for his twin brother. Like, I've read shit like twins have telekinesis and shit. Like when one twin is in distress, they have like spidey senses and shit, and they could feel it and shit. I don't know how true it is because I don't have a twin. I have a brother, but you know, he's an older brother. We're not twins. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know how that twin shit works because I don't have one, but they say stuff like that, you know? And I mean, you shared the womb with them, so I can imagine they're close. You know, probably grew up same outfits and, you know, sleeping in bunk beds and shit like that. So Charlo just battled through that and still came out with the victory. But they don't want to consider that. But Tyson Fury chose to do drugs because he was going through what he was going through, and they want to factor that in. You know, it's just the double standards are off the chain, man. You know, and we just restoring that feeling back in boxing. So, like I said, score the fight for what it was. You know, you don't want to give certain fighter here. Buster Douglas. See, I know my boxing. I didn't even watch the 30 for 30. I just knew this. Buster Douglas's mom died a couple weeks before he fought Tyson, and he still blocked John Smith. Thank you. Damn, my shooters be on, so they be on point. I said block him. As soon as it left, his name got deleted. I'm not here for distractions. Y'all gonna listen to me talk now. Buster Douglas's mom died a few weeks before he fought Mike Tyson, and he was a 40, 50 to 1 underdog or whatever he was, and beat Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Crazy story. And he got knocked down by Tyson and really got a long count, but you know, he got back up from it. They let him continue, and then he went on to stop Tyson. So, you know, every fighter has stories and tragedy and shit happens, and you know, different things like that. So Tyson Fury, I respect as a man what he's been through and where he's at now. But at the end of the day, I can't say it's a masterclass performance. Like I said, people, it's so easy for people to have a fondness for fighters that look like them, sound like them, fighters they relate to, fighters whose jokes they like and shit like that. But you got to be realistic. Just like it was like insane when I was in Vegas covering Mayweather McGregor. There were really motherfuckers who really were trying to act like Floyd was going to lose in boxing to Conor McGregor. They really believed that shit. And I fuck with Conor McGregor heavy. You know, he let me drink some of his whiskey off his own cup before the shit was on the, shout out to Proper 12, before the shit was on the shelf. It's on video. I was right next to Conor. I said, how's that whiskey tasting? He said, here, hey, why don't you try some? And then he gave me, and I drank off the cup, and I was like, okay. This was before the shit was on the shelf. So I was Proper 12. You know, I'm Platinum Plus now, but I was Proper 12 and before Proper 12 hit the shelf. You already know what it is, right? I fuck with Conor McGregor. I like him. I like what he represents. Watched his Netflix documentary. Well, it wasn't a Netflix, but it was on Netflix, you know. But that doesn't change the reality that I didn't think he was going to outbox Floyd Mayweather like dumbass Skip Bayless. Floyd Mayweather's never fought anyone like Conor's power. Like, Stop it. But these dudes get so consumed with hatred and, race and favoritism, tribalism, and Connor's an entertainer. He's funny as fuck to me. The Dagestani, they told me you had a chicken jaw. Like, I like all that. That shit, I grew up on WWE, WWF shit. I remember the WWF, the WWF ice cream bars back in the day, the little beige joints. Shit was hella good. They need to bring those back. Y'all youngers don't know about that. The ice cream man used to sell, those WWF bars were hella good. But that doesn't deter me from the truth. And I'm not going to be like, because I fuck with Conor McGregor. I like him. And I like his showmanship. Or he won a press tour. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, he's going to outbox Floyd. But these dudes be really like, this shit is, they're like obsessed with these guys. They're like, they become so obsessed that they don't even, it's not even logical anymore. So that's why you see Deontay Wilder and Charla sisters and, Triple She and, playing these games and names. You don't never see me doing nothing like that. I did say Casey and JoJo, but that's different. I'm not, I'm just joking. These dudes be really mad and like, oh yeah, fucking the Deontay Wilder and, this dumb shit. Somebody said the XFL, that shit was trash. Remember Psycho Sid? The motherfucker broke his ankles and shit on TV. So, that's my thoughts. But bottom line, AJ and team, they doing this major backtracking and shit. And like I said, what would at least made it more believable if you was talking this talk right before Wilder Fury. But no, you can't wait until the outcome is controversial and a draw. And not only that, Wilder immediately at I was there. I covered this fight, people. Wilder and Fury, they both told you that they were trying to do a rematch. Like, especially Wilder post fight. So if I heard it, you don't think Joshua heard that? And then now all of a sudden, when he's telling you he's basically booked up or looking to get booked up by setting the record straight with Tyson Fury, now all of a sudden you want... Yeah, Mr. Perfect died for sure. Rest in peace. It's crazy. A lot of these wrestlers died crazy young. They be like living that fast life. Them steroids and drugs and shit. Who's Brent? No, Bret the Hitman Hart didn't die. No, he didn't. Owen Hart. The Jim the Anvil, Neidhart, British Bulldog. Bret Hart's still alive though. Ultimate Warrior died. Who else? Eddie Guerrero. That was my dude. Shout out to Eddie Guerrero with the frog splash. That shit was dope. Shout out to Chi-Town. $2 super chat from Blurry Vision. Appreciate you. Merry Christmas, King, from Chi-Town. Appreciate you. Shout out to the Chi. Oh, fuck. Hey, Eddie Guerrero was a beast, though. Chris Benoit, his shit was different. He went ballistic and, like, killed his whole family. That shit was crazy. There's hella, like, there's a list, and I was like, people I didn't even know that had passed. Yeah, Benoit killed his whole family. That's crazy. Yeah, it was Owen Hart. He fell. Yeah, a lot of comedians died young, too. Sam Kinison. Oh! Rodney Danger. Well, I don't know how old Rodney Dangerfield was young. Andre the Giant. Yeah, man, that's crazy. But Joshua, they talk about 80% chance he fight Dillian White and try to blame Wilder for it. Hey, let's get a surge in the like buttons. We got to smash the like. We got to get that up. Remember Brutus the Barber Beefcake? I'm pretty sure he died too. Brutus the Barber Beefcake was dope. I used to fuck with Tatanka. Ultimate Warrior was my dude. And them wrestling scripts really made no sense though. Like, I don't remember, like, as a kid watching it, I feel like I understood like what they were talking about, but then you watch it as an adult and you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like Ultimate Warrior, he'd be like, oh yeah, the gods of Arcadia, like, and I'm like, what is he talking about? The gods of Arcadia, like what? Just go watch them old interviews with Ultimate Warriors. The gods of Arcadia, they have sent me to get Hulk Hogan, and I will be triumphant if I like I tried watching it as an adult, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck was he talking about? But as a kid, I'm like, you know, eating snacks and shit. Oh shit, yeah, Arcadia. Like, what? I don't even know what he's talking about. You know, when rappers try to rap and try to use big words, but it really don't even, you know, mean anything. I'm diabolic and microscopic and like a rocket. I'm like a rocket and microscopic and diabolic, and you like this does not even make a sense. I like when Booker T said the N-word. He's like, yeah, Hogan, nigga. Oh. He knew he fucked up. He's like, I'm coming for you, nigga. Oh. He felt instant remorse and shit. He had them little dreads and shit. Yeah, Hogan, motherfucker. I'm coming for you, nigga. Oh. Like, that motherfucker was embarrassed. And he said it in front of Micro Machine dude. That man really called him Hogan a nigga. And then Hogan be using the N-word too. Oh yeah, brother nigger. Hogan had that leaked tape. He be saying the N-word too. They both be saying it. Hogan like, yeah, Booker T, let me use this word, nigger. I mean, brother. We both can say it, brother, nigger. What? Hogan tripping. He said, Hogan, nigga, coming for you. He did the instant, like, walk of shame. Like, why the boxers be like, you could tell motherfuckers was in the WWE was on steroids and shit. Because they had like roid rage for no reason, like flexing this shit. Yeah, Hogan, I'm coming for you, nigga. Hogan did say it. He was talking to his girlfriend. That they had a tape leak. Yeah, Booker T, let me say it, brother, nigger. We both can say nigger. Like what? Hey, The Rock used to be talking greasy on there. That's what I like. Rock used to be like, it'd be like girls, you like, do you want to smell The Rock's finger? Of course you do. Like Rock used to be like, he used to be like disrespectful, lightweight. I think The Rock might have been a pimp because he was like, he'd be talking greasy to women and shit. That shit was funny. He was sexist, chauvinist. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Of course you do. Yeah, The Rock was talking greasy. It doesn't matter what you think, you jabroni. He beat your candy ass. Hey, who was The Rock? What was the Farouk? Hey, Farouk was like, he looked like a buff ass John Witherspoon or some shit. Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen eating up all the ham hocks. Like, who the fuck? Farouk was like a buff ass dad. He looked like a buff ass, like one of my friend's fathers or some shit. Just be working out in the garage and shit deep. You ever had that friend and his dad just dumbass buff? Like, I know you get your ass whooped in this household. You just a buff ass dad. And dads just be strong from like surviving the times or some shit, just from being on this earth so long. Yeah, I went through the Civil War. Like, damn, oh shit, you been alive since the Civil War. You strong, huh? Yeah. Separate but equal. I remember Martin Luther King. Like, motherfucker just strong. You just gonna be strong. You just a strong ass dad. That's how you know you strong, when you ain't even strong anymore. It's strong. Like, motherfuckers just be strong. I hate them buff ass dads. My friend had a buff ass dude named Jamel. His dad just diesel. He used to like in the neighborhood. He used to just take his shirt off and be playing basketball. He was short too, but he was right here with it, and he was hella hub, and he could dunk. He was like little Muggsy Bogues looking motherfucker, but he was diesel, and he be taking his shirt off like you fucking these neighbors. That's what you try to do. Why? Like, you just taking your. He was in the military too, because we lived on the military base. He was just taking his shirt off for no reason, like playing basketball hella hard. Like, if you don't put your shirt on, you trying to fuck one of these neighbors watering the lawn. I know what you trying to do. I'm a kid, but I know your shit. Yeah, man. You know how short dudes could get real cut up and shit, cause they got them T-Rex arms and shit. So he one of them T-Rex arm motherfucker, but he was like, Papa Pump shit. Like, the game, it's the winter and he taking off his shirt and shit, bro. We know what this is. You trying to fuck the neighbors. You married. You nasty. Eddie Hurts. I hate these buff ass dads. I don't even think they have buff ass dads, because women be getting with these like men carrying purses and shit. They don't even like masculine. I don't even think is even in anymore. I think the softer you are, that's what the females like now. I don't know. Like, hey, speaking of soft, the worst character in WWE history was Goldust. Get him the fuck up out of here. Listen, I wouldn't even play that character. I'm too tall and too big anyway. Like, what's your special move, Goldust? The Prancer. I'm a pony. Like, what kind of special moves? Get him the fuck about the match. I used to hate watching Goldust. Like, what? Like, you have to use the bathroom. Oh, Goldust, I'm about to go take a shit. I don't need to see his match. Like, he used to put his like have you on the ground and like put his ass in your face and shit. Like, yeah, you won. Like, we really finna be fighting. This ain't no script. I don't know what you talk. He be rubbing his butt, rubbing his ass, like hit you, then rub his ass on your face. Like, hey, bro, I'm gonna beat your ass. I have to go to the locker room and get a pistol. I'll pistol whip the fuck out of Goldust. What you talking about, bro? You just put your ass in, like, Ass Dust. That's his name. Ass Dust. The motherfucker put his ass in queefing and shit. Like, bro, hey, you gotta chill with this. Rikishi. What was Rikishi? He's the sumo, right? You remember when you were a kid and you'd be like a little pussy, kind of? Like, little shit used to scare you? I can't front. Papa Shango used to scare me a little bit. I liked him, but he was like kind of scary. I don't know why. He was, cause he had that skull face. Papa Shango used to scare me, and He always had like mole or some soup or some shit in a bowl with steam and fog and like I don't know. He was just weird. He like Pacquiao mom or some shit. He was like just putting spells on people. Hey, rest in peace to Paul Bearer. He was wilded. He had that like extra neck fat. That when Tyson Fury popped up in that 12th round, they should have resurrected Paul Bearer. Like, just the way he used to talk used to be. He carried an urn with it. Wrestling used to be so hard. Kane was scary. His face was weird too. Paul Bearer's from Alabama. Oh, that's dope. I gotta pull up some Paul Bearer. That man was going hyphy on y'all. My face, I wear glasses so much, my Face ID just recognized the glasses. Like, oh, that's him. We know that's him with the glasses, motherfucker. Hey, that man, Paul Bearer. Smash the like button. Hey, just these pictures alone are hilarious. Oh man, it's not coming into focus. Look at the pictures. Like half horse and shit.
During your time off this holiday, check out TikTok.
TikTok is doing all the giving for you. When you make a video, they will give money to a charity.
Smash the like button.
Create for a cause.
I'm trying to find I don't even know what to type. Smash the like button, we working.
Well, now we head to the no disqualification matchup between Kane and X-Pac, former best friends, now bitter enemies, as they get it on. Now, Kane, X-Pac, and... What the hell do you think, Coach? You think that was the way that I wanted to go? Are you some kind of damn idiot, or what? You saw exactly what happened, and I'll promise you one thing. This little deal with you, X-Pac...
I gotta get his throwback ones used to be funny.
Unfortunately, just a little bit too busy. What with is your first name? Paul Bearer.
I can't find one.
Please. Oh, yes. Gentlemen, we wanted to invite you here to Prime Time.
Hold on.
Chance to at least try and explain your actions at the wedding reception for Mr. and Mrs. Macho. What were you doing there?
Oh, a match made in heaven. A reception made in heaven. Wasn't it wonderful?
I had a good time.
All the dancing, all the champagne, the music, the presents. It was so wonderful. It almost brought a tear to my eye like a funeral. Oh, yes. But you know, there's a din in my sacred vessel.
Why is he telling him? Oh, it was. Oh, it was great, and I know.
There's a din right there. And there's also a dent to match in Randy Savage's head. Oh, yes, I want to see it, please.
Well, that incident is going to live in infamy here in
Why? Hey, bro. Why does he have that quiver in his shit? Hey, I wish he was still alive, man. He need to be a boxing commentator. Oh, the twin Charlo brothers. They're in deep, tough fights. Why? You guys said the Charlo brothers could fight Golovkin. The black channels. Why have the black channels? They're not talking about Charlo explode.
the World Wrestling Federation. It is one of the most disturbing incidents I have ever witnessed. I was there, but for those of you who did not get a chance to see what took place, we are going to... And even... slammed into the head of...
I have my own memory pictures. Oh, yes, that I'll keep for eternity.
You brought an album?
Yes. Look at the face on it.
Hey, I can't. This shit is funny as fuck. Hey, Dazn, y'all gotta get someone like Paul Bearer. If you want my money back, I need Paul Bearer on Dazn. Oh, I've watched Canelo ever since he left Mexico, and I think with all the money he's getting on Dazn, he needs to fight Daniel Jacobs. Hey, that Paul Bearer voice is hilarious. I'm just gonna start doing my streams like that. What a fight world! It's your boy, Ego. I've waited all my life. This master-like button will smash. I hope nobody comes to my stream on this part. They'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with dude right here? I came to talk about boxing. I want to talk about boxing. Oh my god. He said Paul Bearer on Dazn for 4 hours. You still mad at the 4 hours? That should be funny. You know, I love Sugar Ray Leonard, the fighter. Just the commentary misses me. You know, same thing with Bradley. I love Bradley as a fighter. But I can't get into all the commentaries. He said, I'm just checking in now, LOL. I'd happily pay money to have you do the Paul Bearer voice every stream. That should... Hey, Jay, why haven't you take 50 million? Joshua... And he heard. Like, are you half horse? And he heard. So it says Sugar Ray is terrible. He just seems too nice. You know, I never understood when girls like, I don't want to date this guy. He's too nice. They don't ever say that about me. Because I'm like, well, fuck yeah. But... you know, when you hear girls say a guy's too nice, that's what I feel like. He's just too agreeable. Like, Sugar Ray Leonard was a fucking beast in the ring. And then to hear him talk about guys that, like, I'm not, I understand the role, but he's like, just so nice. It doesn't even seem realistic coming from a fighter that we know is a badass like himself. He'll be talking about, like, you know, the guy Ryan Garcia's fighting and trying to sell it like, you know, like he's really like Ryan Garcia's opponent. That Colin Kaepernick dude is really nice. Oh yeah, man. I'm so impressed. He's tough. He's so tough. I mean, Ryan Garcia, he's beating his ass and he keep getting back up. Like, come on, Sugar Ray. You an elite fighter. You know he £2 super chat for the Paul Bearer FTW. Appreciate you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you giving him credit because he's losing every round and because look at how he takes some punches. I mean, Ryan Garcia, he's so young. He's young. And he's putting that youth into every punch. But I like this guy because he's just getting his ass beat. And he's not giving up. Like, not giving up. Like, I mean, he's a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thought he just go, hey, fuck this. I'm out of here, motherfucker. I see y'all, Dazn, I'm Dazn, motherfucker. I'm like he's giving him credit for stuff like that. And I know Sugar Ray is an elite fighter, you know, legend, elite fighter. So like, do you really respect this guy's fight game like that, or are you just being super nice? I'm so done. Exactly. I don't know if he even said that, but that sounds like something. He said, laughing my ass off. I mean, he's doing the Ali shuffle on Ryan Garcia. That shows you he's still in the fight. He's showing determination. Like he about to get a termination. Ryan Garcia walking through his shit like the Terminator, and you know, really just making it sound like he's doing something. Look, he got knocked down 18 times, but he's not even crying. Some guys, they would have packed it in. They would have been crying. But him, he got knocked down 19 times, but he ain't crying yet. Like, really? You're giving him props because he's not crying? There's no crying in baseball. Like I can't. That doesn't sound... It just sounds disingenuous for a legendary fighter. Like, really, you think he's nice with it like that? Ryan Garcia's in there with somebody who he is a new trainer. He's young. That's who he's in there with. You know. I accidentally hit the wrong button. My bad, guys. Any ideas on the Al Heyman ITV deal? Yeah, y'all gotta watch the past streams. Broner Pacquiao, Jose Uzcategui, Caleb Plant. Those are two of the first fights that are gonna be on in 2019 for free on ITV4. And then they're gonna do some domestic fights too, like probably James DeGale, Chris Eubank Jr. and whatever else. Yeah, Granados be taking tough fights. He from Chicago, tough area. Yeah, PBC coming with heat. And see, that's why it doesn't pay. Yeah, I did a video on it. Shout out to Real Brother. See, y'all gotta just hit the subscribe button, watch the videos, hit the bell notification. I try to talk about everything. Nah, I don't know how much the deal is worth. You know, unless it's like major news, I don't really care, to be honest. Like, they ain't giving me none of the money. I just, as long as they bringing more quality fights to boxing, I'm good with that, you know. I sometimes talk about numbers, but I don't want to become a number-obsessed channel. You know, I do purses, viewership numbers, you know, stuff like that as it pertains, as I feel, but I don't want to ever make that the priority. Like, you know, I'll leave that to Anthony Joshua and stuff. No fantasy contract, only reality and all that. I don't know how much the deal is worth, but, you know, we'll see what they do with it. But, yeah, Eddie Hearn did all that stuff saying that he was going to have Americans fearful of his takeover and shit. What takeover? Al Heyman cards are going just like they were before, if not better. And Eddie Hearn's is, and DAZN, like, what are their major fights? I'm trying to tell y'all, Dazn is going to need to get a return on their investment, or they're going to have to get one big, huge fight that makes up for months of lower level fights, you know, like Canelo Jacobs or something, and then try to attract a lot of people and then, you know, capitalize on those moments. But Andrade versus Artur Akov, stuff like that, I just don't see what that like on it. Just be real. It's happening the week of Pacquiao Broner. So as far as weigh-ins and press conference, what are you going to be more like glued to the tube on? If they were happening, if press conferences and weigh-ins were happening on at the same concurrent simultaneous times, which one would you watch? Pacquiao Broner weigh-in or Demetrius Andrade Artur Akov? You know, that's not a knock on Andrade. He's being active. That part is cool, but that's not going to make him a star. And I see they're setting up to play the fans. Canelo and Triple G are going to be able to fight each other 50 times, and they're turning the Black Murderers Road 2.0 into having to fight each other. Here's how. Jamal Charlo has a tough fight. They're trying to write him off and say, oh, you don't deserve Canelo, even though he's really the number one seed, should be the mandatory. Boo Boo Andrade got a title the unconventional way by fighting a guy who's ranked behind him because Billy Joe Saunders failed a drug test. And then Eddie Hearns is following up because he doesn't have this huge American stable. So he's making Andrade versus Artur Akov. So they're going to say, you know, the fans can easily say, and they will say, because we've seen them make the excuses, they'll say, oh, why should Canelo give Andrade a shot? He doesn't need the belt, and Andrade just fought Wolverine, who Billy Joe Saunders beat. You know? And it's like, there's always going to be an excuse. It's like they just want to see Canelo and Golovkin fight each other 1,000 times. Because they don't want that a black fighter to potentially beat the guys that they want to win. They're not going to say it as bluntly as I did, but that's the reality of it. Because what they're saying is not even sensible. It doesn't even make sense. Nobody going to watch Andrade Artur Akov except real boxing heads. That's what I'm saying. But this is how they find a way. Charlo has a tough fight, and it was unexpected to them because they underrated Matt Korobov, and he was late notice. So now they're considering him out of the picture. Oh, Canelo doesn't need to fight him. You know, with Andrade fighting someone the caliber of Artur Akov with no power, who already lost to Billy Joe Saunders, they'll be like, oh, what's in it for Canelo? Why should he fight Andrade? You know, fuck a unification. That's what they're going to say. You know? And that leaves Jacobs. You know, the guy that had been stopped. Charlo never been stopped, and neither has Andrade. So that would leave him. Maybe they make that fight still a difficult fight, still a good fight. That's still a unification. So we'll take it. But, you know, Canelo, you know, could possibly fight a guy that had already been stopped before, you know, and has some 3 tough fights in a row. You know, Arias wasn't necessarily the sharpest performance. Matt Selesky was good, but he, you know, had a tough fight. And then Derevyanchenko, he knocked him down, but then the fight got pretty tough too. And that's who Canelo might fight, you know. Nah, a tournament would be dope. I really have no interest in Canelo Golovkin 3 in May. I really don't. I really don't even want to see it. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. Exactly. They know Charlo or Jacobs would turn up for that Canelo fight. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be a last-minute replacement opponent, and they know what's in it if they beat Canelo, so you would get the best version of them. The fans know this stuff, but they try to play dumb like they can't understand or see. That's why we spell it out over here on New Media. And you know, it's funny, like, I'm getting platinum plaques, covering fights, probably going to cover even more fights, you know, in the upcoming season, shit like that for you guys. And they try to act like new media is not real, you know, but they don't even cover fights. You know, how are we not like, oh, this fucking new media shit? They try to act like we ain't real. I'm not real, but I cover more fights than you. You're not even media, period. Y'all gotta understand, there's just because you're a YouTuber, that doesn't make you like really a media person. You're a media person, but you don't go to any media days. You get no like notification or confirmation from the PR people for conference calls, you know, different stuff like that. And motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, fucking new media, but all they have is a YouTube channel. But they ain't never been to a boxing fight on someone else's dime, you know. I don't pay. All I pay is for my travel and, you know, the gear that I own, shit like that. I don't pay for a ticket. I be courtside like Spike at the Knicks games, at a lot of them. Just off the hustle and the muscle. These dudes, oh yeah, this is fucking not me. So I'm not new media, but you media, you don't cover any fights. And then there's people who are media, they can't leave the fucking stoop. They can't even, there's only a few people within media that leave their area and travel. Like if in their LA, they leave LA to actually cover fights. They live in Vegas, they leave Vegas, you know, or surrounding areas. Like you got to understand it. Or they live in New York and they've never leave to cover any fights. Stop it. You already know what it is. I'm in Cali and I be in other states. I don't even know what time zone I'm on half the time. Stop playing with me, man. You know what it is. Death Row East. There ain't no dude. There's only, I'm not going to say no dude, but there's only a few people who I see on a recurring basis in different cities and different states covering fights. Not sending people, them, their self. Because I know if it's you going, then I know what that requires. That requires, you know, hotel accommodations, flights, or driving, shit like that. Motherfuckers won't even leave the stoop. Stop it. Your arms is too short to box with God. I didn't even see the Frampton-Warrington fight. I just know the outcome. So I can't tell you if he's done. I heard he said he was getting hurt in there. Now you see why Frampton didn't want to fight Rigondeaux. Losing Lomachenko 2 divisions up, that's different. I think Rigondeaux, they should have had Jacko versus the Jacko. I think Rigondeaux could beat Frampton at 126. I've always said that. Now you see. Yeah, like I said, there's only a handful of people. Because I go to fights. You know, whether it's in Vegas, if it's in LA. I was at the Staples Center for 2 fights this year. I don't live in LA. You know, was it both Staples Center fights? Mikey Garcia, Robert Easter. I went to that for y'all. Wilder Fury, went to that. You know, just came back from New York. You know, stop it. You know, we Platinum Plus over here now. Merry Christmas to you. Like Jay said, only dudes moving numbers, M, Pimp Juice, and us. There's only a few people moving numbers. Ellie Fight Hype, Fight Hub, DBN, and us. You know what I'm saying? Like there's only a couple people. Stop playing with me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Ellie Sekbak, he be getting around. That motherfucker was in Ukraine. He be pushing. I respect the hustle. Shout out to him. He grinds about his business. That's what I'm trying to, you know, that's what I try to do at all times. I'm worried about me. We moving units. We doing. I'm sending packs to the P like FedEx now. I leave you dead neck down. Y'all want to beef for expect now, get Fed Tech rounds. Let's get it. Anyway, we in a good spot with this boxing shit. Only a hand. Like I'm gonna keep saying, only a handful of people. Only a handful of people. And like I said, something like me. You know, I'm not gonna say drop a bunch of names, but I'd be going to the fight myself, not sending people. Some of the companies, it's not the same person going every day. You know what I'm saying? There's only, like I said, there's only a handful where they go, where they show up. It's them. Not like, oh, I got coverage there. Like, I'm in Crawford shit. Crawford Horn in Vegas. We took it to Omaha for his last fight, Jose Benavidez. Stop playing with me, man. You fuck with the Dawn. They trying to act like they don't know what new media is. No, this is not media. All right. So you media, staying at home. Okay. Copying what the fuck I do. That makes you media? Okay. Anywho. Merry Christmas, Mr. King Palmer. We the gang. They can't hang. But yeah, some good fights coming up. Looking forward to it. It's a lovely sport that we have. Crawford Khan is gonna happen. Or Crawford Book. I have no idea. I ain't heard nothing about Crawford Khan. I go where you go, champ. Whatever you eat, I eat. Yeah, I'm in the water. Klitschko, he on the boogie board. I'm in the water. I found you. I found you in the ocean. I found you, champ. This dude, Cannon Briggs, is like he actually turned into a stalker to get a fight. That shit was so funny. Yeah, whatever you eat, I eat, champ. What we eating today? Noodles? We got oodles of noodles, y'all. We got oodles of noodles. This is my food. This shit good, champ. Like, this motherfucker was eating off his plate and shit. I don't like that. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say nothing to Briggs because he'll knock me out. Have you seen Briggs' fucking fist? This dude's fist is so fucking... man, I'm trying to figure out. He took a picture next to somebody. His fist looked like Thanos. I was like, what the fuck? His fist looked so goddamn big. It was bigger than the dude's head. I see why he got all them knockout. Yeah, champ. Whatever you eat, I eat, champ. What we eat? We got ice cream, y'all. We got some ice cream. Yeah. I say, yeah, champ. This dude, Shannon Briggs, is fucking... Man, where's this picture? Hey, he tried David Haye. I was hoping for that fight. David Haye should have fought him. I'm trying to find this picture for y'all. I said, yeah, champ. They thought I was dead. I was kicked on, spit on, pissed on. They thought I was gone, champ. But I resurrected myself, champ. Yeah. I said.
Me! Let's go, killing machine! Let's go, champ! Let's go!
Fuck with Briggs. That dude is funny. Man, I can't even find it, champ. I'm looking for the picture, but I can't find the picture, champ. Hold up, champ. I'm looking still. I'm still looking. I can't find the pic, champ. Hold on. I'm looking through my phone. Every day I wake up, I look through my phone. I can't find the picture, champ. Hold on. Man. That man, he was stalking Klitschko. This shit. Yeah, champ. Champ. Don't you ever do that again. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, champ. All right. This is not the picture. Yeah, champ. If y'all want to see the picture, y'all get the fucking likes up, champ. We back. Brooklyn back. Listen. This is not even the picture, but this gives you an idea. If y'all want to see this picture, smash the like button, and can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'm going to show y'all. Y'all think I'm playing. His shit look like Hulk hands or Thanos or some shit. You know those Hulk gloves little kids be getting? That's what his shit look like. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. Watch this. All right. So this is him next to a 6'4" heavyweight who's no small guy. I've met him too. And look at the difference in fist size. This is Joseph Parker next to him, another equal height heavyweight, and look at the difference in hand size. Like, yo, what the fuck? Look at shit. Hold on. Yeah, champ. I said, yeah. Look at him. Hold on. Look at the difference in their fist size. Yeah, champ. Look at Joseph Parker's. This dude is Thanos. Joseph Parker is not little. And look at fucking Briggs's hand. Am I tripping? That ain't Photoshop. He's like that in every pic. Yeah, look at the fist. Look at Joseph Parker. It's like that in every picture. It ain't no Photoshop. His hand is fucking huge, bro. I met Briggs. His hand is like Diesel out here. He had a picture with Terrence Crawford. Look. It's like this in every picture. It's like a fucking mallet or something. Some guys are just, they have. Look, every picture. You think somebody photoshopped every single picture? These are him next to grown men. Somebody said that Thor hammer. I can't get it to focus. Y'all get the picture. Look at this dude's fucking Thanos ass hand, bro. That's big as this dude's head. He's standing next to grown ass men and his fist is that damn big. Pause. That's not ordinary, bro. His fist is bigger than the dude's head. I don't know why it won't focus. Look at this dude's fucking hand, though, bro. His fist is big as that dude's head. Look, he's scared. Hurry up and snap the pic. God damn it. Somebody said Hellboy. I'm done, bro. That's not no ordinary shit, bro. Look, this is him next to Anthony Yard. Anthony Yard is in shape too. Look at Anthony Yard next to him. I'm telling you, I met Briggs. I got a video with Briggs. He a big dude. His fucking fist is this big. Yeah, champ. It's clobbering time, champ. You about to die, champ. If I hit you, you die, champ. R.I.P. champ. Hell no, bro. Somebody said Hellboy. Howlin' Future. I was going to talk about that. Shout out to Jordan Peele. That Us movie looks raw. He directed Get Out. You know, it's good to see a successful black director. And, you know, he had a dark-skinned family in there. You don't really see that in Hollywood too much, you know. So shout out to him for that. And he's getting kind of his Hitchcock on, you know. He's kind of like doing these modern-day Hitchcock type of different movies. That Us trailer looked dope. And it's good to see because a lot of times they have black actors and actresses in like the stereotypical roles. You get what I'm saying? Like fucking 80 Years a Slave and shit. You know, that's the role that they get an Oscar for, or, you know, typecast. Oh yeah. Master, he go. Master go. This show him cool. You know, you gotta do certain roles. Or be a gangster, drug dealer, shit. You know, so shout out to Jordan Peele because he's kind of changing the narrative. I think Black Panther did too. You know, having a black superhero. Like Spawn was a black superhero. You know, Luke Cage, they never did like a major movie of him. But Spawn was like rated R. And, you know, Black Panther was something kids could watch. Hey, John Leguizamo was tripping in Spawn. That clown shit. Yeah, M'Baku. He's in it. It looks good. Just type in Us trailer. I don't really know what the fuck is up, why they all look alike or whatever, but it looked dope. Blade was dope too, but that's also rated R. Blade's my shit. Frost. That motherfucker. He put it on the glasses like. I like when they were shooting at Wesley and the bullets were ricocheting off him. He's like, motherfucker, you out your damn mind? Hey, you a hood ass superhero. That's a hood ass superhero just to talk like that. They were like, cops were like, pew, 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 and the bullets was. He said, motherfucker, you out your damn mind? Like, Blade raw. Don't ever say Meteor Man. Fucking Robert Townsend with blonde hair. Please stop. Meteor Man. Whistler, I need my serum. Motherfucker, you out your damn mind? Hey, Wesley underrated. For real. He got some hits. Wesley got hit. King of New York. Y'all didn't even know he was in that. Christopher Walken. That was an all-star cast. Lawrence Fishburne. When he used to be called Larry or whatever. Hey, y'all gotta listen to Cameron talk about Lawrence Fishburne. Cam is hella funny. He said Lawrence Fishburne because he used to be called Larry Fishburne, but I guess maybe as an actor he thought like Larry didn't sound as professional, like to have like the shortened version of his name. So he switched it to Lawrence, and then you've seen on the like deep cover he might have been Larry Fishburne, but then he started getting the bigger roles like Ike Turner, and I think he wanted to go by Lawrence Fishburne, or maybe they were just putting Larry in his name, you know, he didn't like it or something, whatever. But anyway, Cam, you guys could catch it. I don't know. I think I seen it on YouTube. He was talking about how he said he's like Lawrence Fishburne. He don't like to be called Larry. He said, so I met him and he wanted to fight Dipset. This shit was funny. He was talking about how he was like, yeah, so my boy, he was like, yo, there go Lawrence Fishburne, but you got to call him Lawrence because he don't like to be called Larry. And he said his friend was like, oh, word? Hey, Larry. And they just, like, just to be an asshole. That shit was so funny. He was like, He's like, oh, word, that's for real, word. He don't like to be called Larry. And he said, so he walked him. That's what's up. Hey, so Larry, what's up? What's up, Larry? Like, that's some hood shit. The dude just told you he don't like to be called Larry. But he's like, Mama call him Larry. I'm going to call him Larry. And then he said Lawrence Fishburne was trying to see him. That shit was so funny. So Lawrence Fishburne, killer, Dipset all day, man. I'm Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Bob Backlund, Paul Acton, ha ha. Who they think they carjacking? You dumping the dump. I slumped and I'm slumped. They made my cars like an elephant. The trunk in the front. Killer. But I ate those. Them shits are Scooby snacks. Killer. You know, that shit was funny. He was like, so Lawrence Fishburne, he don't like to be called Larry. Killer. Jim Jones, freaky all day, man. I'm Bob Backlund, Paul Acton, ha ha. Who they think they carjacking? Cameron, hella funny. Hey, Killer Season's out of pocket. That man owed him money and he like, no homo. And then he started peeing on him. Hey, he wilding with that. He spitting that little girl face. Get him, girl. Get him, daddy. I like when him and 50 was beefing back in the day. Curtis, you said Koch was a graveyard killer. Yeah, man, we just working. Boxing's in a good spot. We feeling good, feeling great. I'm looking forward to that Tank Abner Modest. You know, Abner Modest is like he's in the same gym as Mikey Garcia, and he's in the same position as Mikey Garcia, moving up in weight to fight someone who's like a perceived known killer. Damn, my shooters be clapping. Small ass pool? What does that mean? Who had a small pool? I don't know what that means. He said Killer Season's epic movie. I gotta watch that again. That shit. I had it on my computer somewhere. Killer. I like Killer and Paid in Full too. Hey, fuck the soy sauce, Mitch. Fuck this double up. Killer. Jim Jones all day, man. Get him, daddy. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. Holla at the boy. Merry Christmas to everybody. Niggas get shot every day, B. Rico was grimy. He's like, give up the connect, Mitch. Hey, that shit's funny. Anything else, y'all? I'll answer 3 questions before I get out of here. 3 questions. Leave your question. Say Q&A and leave your question. I want to answer 3 questions. I want to talk to the fans, see if they have any questions for me. If they want my opinion on anything before I close up. I've been on for a minute. I got to give my voice a rest. Killer all day, man. Merry Christmas. Lawrence Fishburne. I let the fish burn. No questions? All right, I'm out. AJ, the type of motherfucker who fire his maid over tabloid talk. That's what fuckboys do. Wow. All right, big boy Q&A. You think Charlo beats Hurd? After seeing the Harrison fight, I don't know. It's really a 50-50 fight. Because Hurd, he don't have much of a defense, but he's big and he can take a punch and he can, dish out punishment. So it's going to be more come forward. See, the thing, Jermell Charlo was getting stopped with fundamental, not stopped, but he was stopped in his tracks a little bit because Tony Harrison was boxing, moving, boxing, jab. That's not really Hurd's MO. So that's still a 50-50 fight. If he beats Tony Harrison and reclaims his belt, it's a toss-up fight for real. Because Hurd, he was getting hit by Jason Wellborn. So that plays more into the John Jackson fight and Tony Harrison. That shows me that Jermell has some issue, with guys who box and move and stick and move, stick them, ha ha ha. Because that Tony Harrison jab was like, wow, and he was like trying to switch levels and try to get it. You know, he was having some issue with that. Kind of like Chavez Jr. versus Andy Lee. You know, that show, even though Chavez Jr. pulled it out, Andy Lee was giving him some some good work. So Hurd's a different style. So styles make fights. I think Jaime Munguia and Hurd, they both present a different. They don't look to outbox you. They look to grind you down, walk you down, wear you down. Shout out to Bob Smitty. Exactly. So Jaime Munguia and Hurd are different. Especially, I think Hurd's the tougher fight. Jaime Munguia, I like him, but his defense and his experience aren't on the same level. Hurd unified. So Hurd's a beast, you know. But I still see it as a close fight because Hurd comes to you. And that's going to give more opportunities to Jermell as opposed to what Harrison was doing. Harrison was like, you know, boxing, bop, and, you know, wasn't committing, giving you different looks and shit. That's not really how Hurd or Munguia fight. Q&A, Ego, do you think Klitschko is coming back? It's possible. I seen he did an interview saying, or like a social media video talking about how he's been, I don't know, he was in the gym or some shit. So it is possible. I don't want to see him and AJ either. That don't do shit for me. Because I don't want to see AJ keep fighting Klitschko off a year plus layoffs. That, you know, I'm not really with that. AJ should fight Luis Ortiz. Or Klitschko, if he wants to come back, fight Luis Ortiz. Somebody. Munguia's at 60, not 68, though. He said rematch room. See, that'll be the perfect example of AJ fight Klitschko. Rematch. Another rematch. See, I like Dillian White personality-wise, you know, and he's climbing back up the ladder, but I really wish they would have put him in there with Luis Ortiz because he'd really be buzzing right now. But beating Derek Chisora, people talked about the knockout. It was like, you know, knockout of the year, but it was also against a guy who's been knocked out, against a guy with several losses. Luis Ortiz don't have several losses. Gerald Big Baby Miller don't have several losses. He's undefeated. Dominic Brazil even, he doesn't have several losses. I would have much rather seen him fight one of those guys because it's a fresh match. And it's not someone who's like, Dominic Brazil, he only got his ass beat by AJ. You know, Amir Mansour was doing well for himself, but not like what AJ did to Brazil. Q&A, Johnny Taylor, shout out to you. The last question, Keith Thurman coming back, what do you think we will see? Shot in the dark, you know. At the press conference that I filmed for you guys, he was talking the talk, you know, saying I'm hungry and I'm back and the injuries kept me out. It's really, I can't really answer that. I haven't seen anything from Thurman, barring I've interviewed him twice since in 2 years, you know, and seeing what he did interviews with Brendan Schaub. It's really not my place because I don't know. I haven't seen him sparring, leak tape, or I haven't seen anything. He didn't look like he was in terrible shape, you know. Looks like maybe he's because I've seen him at times where he looked like kind of big. He didn't look as big, so he's definitely already started working for sure. Because I've seen him on certain times in between fights, and he looked bigger, so he didn't look bad. He's clearly started a camp or a pre-camp or some shit. So it's a shot in the dark how he looks, to be honest. As in terms of if he's the Thurman of old, he's going to look spectacular against a guy like Josecito Lopez, because that's like a Josecito Lopez is similar to Jesus Soto Karash. You know what they bring, you know, solid warrior type, come forward, but not someone that's really going to outthink Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, you know, he'd just be moving and flying in when he wants. Josecito Lopez is not the quickest guy, you know. So how is he going to... It says, thanks, bro. Your content is great. Appreciate you. You know, Merry Christmas to everyone. Like, Ellie be funny, too, with the titles. I seen a video on my home feed, and Ellie put Josecito looking ready to knock out Keith Thurman or some shit. And I was like, oh, shit, let me watch that. And then he posted some sparring from, you know, some light sparring or whatever from RGA. And all the comments in the comment section was like, I hope Josecito's not the guy with, you know, the black gloves, because the guy with the white gloves was beating him. You know what I'm saying? He purposely put a title like Josecito ready to knock him out, and then he posted the sparring, and it didn't even look like Josecito necessarily won the sparring. You know, I just thought that was funny. So, you know, Thurman should win. But if he's not the same, then, you know, Josecito kind of got him at the right time. That's my time, y'all. I got to rest this voice. My allergies been bothering me. Appreciate you. God bless. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. You know, all that good stuff. I got a lot of great stuff. I'm feeling good, feeling great. Peace out, y'all. 1.